of action from the Arizona Rattlers. Listen to all their home games live on the Fanatic. NASCAR is full throttle. Find out how the season begins to unfold when you hear NASCAR racing live. The NFL ramps up for the 2021-22 season. Get all the updates and info on your home for the NFL in the Valley. It's summertime, and the Fanatic is your summer home for sports. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. Also at 95.9 FM in the East Valley.
Everybody, Mark Asher, about to tell you about my friends at Valley Medical Weight Loss. I love this company. I've used them. I have friends that have used them. A ton of weight has been lost in a quick amount of time, and the right way. That's the important part. Look, they have 3 Valley locations, Tempe, Glendale, and Phoenix. So one is close to you, and they've been doing this for well over a decade. And right now, you can get your first week, $31.95, absolutely free. Just mention Money Radio or mention the Fanatic, and it is on them. 602-441-3305 or valleymedicalweightloss.com.
When you come to the desert, many things can be dangerous, but there's nothing more dangerous than a pit full of rattlers. Arizona Rattlers football is back. Don't miss a second of the action. Become a part of the Ninth Man for a membership of $10 per game for new season ticket members. All fans are welcomed as the Rattlers return at 100% capacity in the newly transformed Phoenix Suns Arena. Call 602-379-8274 today. Don't wait. Arizona Rattlers strike back.
Last summer, Arizona experienced record heat. Hottest summer in Arizona history. 145 days of 100-plus degrees, 53 days of over 110. Summer heat is starting sooner and it's lasting longer, and your power bills are more expensive every year. Take control of your power bills. Call Harmon Solar today. Harmon Solar is locally owned and operated. They use top-of-the-line equipment, and they're A-plus rated with a Better Business Bureau. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189, or go to harmonsolar.com. Harmon Solar is an REC certified solar professional.
Hi, this is Bruce Jacobs from my friends and former employers at ProCopy. For over 20 years, ProCopy has provided Arizona companies with the best office equipment available from companies like Ricoh. More importantly, they provide outstanding service after the sale with a 96% retention ratio and award-winning technicians. 3 years ago, they joined the Flex Technologies Group, an Arizona-based nationwide group of companies that share ProCopy's commitment to excellence. So if you have branches anywhere in the United States or just here in Arizona, you can get great personalized service even during the current climate. We use them here at the Fanatic and Money Radio KFNN, and they never disappoint because they remain a local company. They give back to our community by supporting ASU and the Thunderbirds through the Phoenix Open. The ProCopy Foundations has raised hundreds of thousands of dollars. That makes doing business with ProCopy good for your business. Just give them a call at 602-ProCopy. That's 602-776-2679.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM. And K24EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's Tuesday here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We got Phil there in the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580. Everybody's very excited. I got a bunch of early bird texts on the text line. Boomer Sooner couldn't wait. He couldn't stand it. He couldn't contain his excitement. At 2:26 p.m., he texted in, "Happy Tuesday, gents." He said those fireworks were awesome, and the family says thank you to 1580 The Fanatic, Boomer Sooner. That's right. Over the weekend, everybody enjoyed the fireworks out there with the big shindig in Scottsdale. We were very thrilled to help you guys get those tickets. So glad it went well for you, Boomer Sooner. SOL at 2:41 p.m. says, and so it begins. Yes, it does, my friend. Screaming Eagle at 2:54 p.m. says, hi, Fanatic. I hope all had a wonderful 4th of July holiday weekend. I heard Randy this morning on the morning show. Randy has a different persona in the morning. He's more mild and calm, LOL.
Well,
Go Suns.
I can't get away with anything in the morning.
Now, what are you talking about? Why are you acting different
anything
around other people?
Well, I'm not different. I'm very sequestered. I was very responsible this morning.
Well, Bruce Cooper and Joe Picano were in there doing the morning show for other Bruce and Dale.
Bruce is in there tomorrow.
Who was in there today then?
It was Barry Bloom. He's from Sportico. He's a writer, a good friend of Joe Pequeno.
Did they change things up? Because there was even a promo thing in the internet that said it was Bruce Cooper.
Yeah, it was. It was changed up. The
Way to have your
legend.
act together, morning show.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
But okay, good. So Bruce Cooper on tomorrow, and then they'll talk about what happens tonight with the Phoenix Suns. Game 1 in the 4-game finals against the Milwaukee Bucks, and I'm sure that at least for these next 4 games, we'll have something to talk about. It'll be interesting. And by the way, Giannis Antetokounmpo listed as questionable. Earlier, he was doubtful. So he must be getting better, or they're just screwing with the Suns. I don't know what the truth is.
Yeah, I think it's just some of it's gamesmanship, but I think Giannis he's making strides in trying to get better. He wants to be back for some NBA Finals. I mean, look, that's why he signed this max contract in Milwaukee. This was the goal. He wanted to go to the Finals, and you got to give him credit. He wants to try to tough it out, get in there, and play in this Finals.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, listen, I get it, and I got nothing against the Bucks or Giannis Antetokounmpo. Again, another opponent. We don't hate them. It's just they're the next obstacle between the Phoenix Suns and a Finals championship that they so often have deserved in the past and just not gotten to. So I'll tell you what, this is going to be fun to watch, and I really do hope they put up some sort of a fight. You saw my post earlier. I'm not allowed to say it out loud because of what my wife threatened to kill me. But I was looking to see what sort of a broom I should be walking around with.
Yes.
And I have a 6 broom selection on the Twitterverse at Radio Pal 1580.
Very nice.
To choose from, and it's 6 different brooms, and I don't know which is probably the best one for my purposes, which I am not allowed to say what that is. But you follow what I'm saying, right?
Now you like a very clean house?
Yeah. Well, there's there's 6 choices. One is the old timey broom.
Yeah.
Then there is the big bushy shop broom. And then there's the push broom. Then there's the modern broom, which we have one here at the house. And then there's a Swiffer broom. We have one of those too. And then we have a Roomba, but not like this one. Number 6 on my list is the Roomba with a 50 caliber machine gun on it.
I think that's the one you ought to use right there, Jeffco.
I'm feeling that one, but Amazon's a little late delivering those things. So I might have to go with the modern broom. But again, I ain't saying it, but I'm definitely going to be walking around with one.
All right.
So there.
I think that while it's hard to really interpret what you're saying there, Jeffrey, I'm not sure how to interpret it or make heads or tails out of it. I myself am going to be calling for a sweep, a clean sweep in favor of the Suns.
You can't say that. You can't say that.
Why can't I say that?
You just can't. I mean, look what happened to the mayor of Who Gives a Damn? Tampa Bay. She went out there and then she was like, "Oh, I wish these Tampa Bay Lightning would go ahead and lose the next game to the Canadians so that they can come down here and win on our ice." And this could very well bite her hardcore on the buttocks because
on the buttocks.
You don't tinker with stuff. It's not even about jinxing. It's just okay, it's about jinxing. But here's the thing. If she says that out in front of a microphone and then something bad happens and the Canadians come back and pull a LeBron James thing and 3 games down, come back and win the Stanley Cup, she will be run out, probably an instant recall. She'll be run out of office. And you don't do that. Okay, if you believe in the jinxing, that you don't do that. And if you want to preserve your political career, that was a hell of a gamble saying that crap out loud. I mean, you don't do that.
Tampa Bay has turned into the new title town. Boston had it for a while. Pittsburgh had it for a while. Now it's Tampa Bay. And I firmly believe the Lightning will win the next game, and they will just end this Stanley Cup. Tampa Bay is such a superior hockey team to the Canadians.
But tell me,
it's a good bet, but you don't tinker with fate like that.
But tell me, doesn't the jinx more so happen if you have either a vested interest or you actually care about the outcome? Luckily,
you don't think the mayor of Tampa Bay cares?
No, I do. Thus how a jinx is born. But if you're somebody who's just out in the wild, just saying, "Oh, who do you think is going to win between the two? Oh, I think it's going to be a sweep in favor of whoever."
Oh yeah.
I get it, Jeffrey. I see what he's doing here.
What's he doing?
He doesn't give a rat's patootie about the Phoenix Suns. That's why he's calling a sweep.
Right. And well, he's saying because he doesn't care, then he cannot be guilty
Right.
of a jinx.
Yeah,
But you're
he's
on
trying
the
to-
show with us, and my wife has already threatened all of us with a fatal injury she can make look like an accident. She knows
I
how.
see. I see.
And you are now attempting that act of violence that she would 100% get away with.
No,
so
yeah,
I don't know
I would
what
just-
you're thinking.
I just think you should present it to Alex like this. He's trying to obfuscate himself from any sort of a jinxing situation. You might as well just tell her right now so she can make arrangements, and we'll have to get a new co-host.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time because she'll let you think you're okay, Phil. She'll let you think you've gotten away with it. She'll let you think that she doesn't hold a grudge, and then next thing you know, where's Phil? Where's Phil?
But
I
she
don't know.
remembers.
Yep.
She remembers.
She's already figured it out, planned it out. You're working with limited time. Take a look at your watch and don't get too comfortable with it. That clock is ticking because you said it out loud.
But guys, I can't make a case for the Bucks to win even a game. I've got the best case scenario. Let's go down the checklist here. Coaching, I have that in favor of the Suns. We look at home field advantage. That's in favor of the Suns.
Should we stop him?
I
Or
hope
is
so.
this? So here's the thing. He's either trying to screw us over, or he legitimately has this as his analysis.
Yeah,
So, do we stop him or we let him do this?
Let him do it. I mean, why not?
So, all right, Phil. So Phil says we win in coaching.
You win in that you have home field advantage, home court advantage. Excuse me.
Best uniforms. We
Oh
win.
yeah,
Better
definitely,
uniforms.
yeah,
We'll
really
grant
good
you that as
uniforms.
well. I would
Yeah.
say the better superstar would go to the Bucks and say have a 2-time back-to-back MVP. But oh, look at there, he's injured. But that's not an excuse. More so that which NBA superstar, more than any other among the rest of the NBA, would you say is more dependent upon their physical gifts and physical traits at this point in time?
All of them?
No. I think if you were to take away a lot of the athletic ability of Steph Curry,
So you
he would
take
still be able to
away
be a
his,
shooter.
one leg. He's still a good shooter. Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
yeah, I mean, we saw James Harden out there still doing something, even though he had no athletic ability. But if Giannis was out there and didn't have any athletic ability, it completely nullifies his entire game, his entire change of pace. We have Chris Paul out there, who's the best passer, which we always attribute that to fancy passes, like between the legs, cherry picking, what have you. But even at something as simple as lob passes, Chris Paul is just unbelievable.
Point
And
guard. He's supposed to be.
he's supposed
Yeah.
to be, but that doesn't mean that across the league everybody adheres to that.
Yeah,
Then
some people
finally-
suck, I guess.
Finally, the one advantage the Bucks have had their entire run through the entire Eastern Conference, they had a size advantage against every single opponent. Maybe not against the Heat, maybe with Bam Adebayo.
Now, how did you come to the conclusion they have such a size advantage?
Well, I made sure to take each of every one of their metric measurements. I
Oh, you
compared
did
it against
the metric system
Ah.
against
Yes.
it.
All
Okay.
right.
Well, they're in the East, there. So you got to change it up depending on which conference you go.
Yeah, Milwaukee is northern part of the country. They are pretty
Mm.
close to Canada, so
Yeah.
there's that. Yeah.
There is that.
Bunch of corn-fed Canadians.
And against every team that they faced thus far, they've had a distinct size advantage, more so than any other team. So
We are talking height, right? Or
I am talking
are
height.
you?
Yes, between Brooke
Yeah.
Lopez and, of course, Giannis and Chris
Oh.
Middleton. Those two range extremely lanky and high in height that they will face and
High
have an
in height.
advantage. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. That they will face an
I'm
advantage
high
of
on life.
over everybody else except for the Phoenix Suns.
I want to let everybody know that the Daily Blender has a definite size advantage over the
Yeah.
competitor shows out there
Yes,
in
we
two
do.
ways. I'll let you guess which ones those are.
Wow, wow.
That's right. Swing low. There you go. 888-368-1580. Aiton's Army has sent in just an amazing text, the Daily Blender.
Ooh.
Here's what he's saying. He says, I haven't seen any media outlets reporting big gambling wins on the Suns or Bucks at this point. So this is a 1580 The Fanatic exclusive story. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen.
Baby.
Breaking news from Aiton's Army. He says from April 26th to May 15th, I placed 7 NBA Finals exact matchup bets on the Suns and the Bucks making the NBA Finals. I put in about $383, and I've won from those bets $10,000. That's
Holy
right.
moly.
Aiton's Army is a winner. How
Wow.
about that? He says, yeah, finally on Saturday, the bet paid out. It's the absolute peak of my short sports gambling career. I was always counting on injuries to impact the postseason the way they did in the regular season, but not to the extent we've seen. This bet was just one Kevin Durant big toe away from not hitting. So definitely
Wow.
feeling lucky today. And he says, Suns in 4.
Suns in
There-
4. All right.
And then he sent me the proof of it. He showed me his tickets and stuff, but that is incredible. Good for you, Aiton's Army. So let me just tell you, that is the kind of bet. I don't know if I would have spread it out for 7 different places. I might have gone in with $100 and just made one bet for the Phoenix Suns to win the finals or something like that. But that was a very specific, smart, and on the nose bet by Aiton's Army. He believed it. He thunk it. He bet it. He won it. Holy crap.
So my only question on this, Jeffco, is does that mean that Aiton's Army then has a distinctive size advantage over everybody else
Yes.
that was betting on the finals?
In his wallet, yes,
Ooh.
absolutely does now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And
Yes,
that ain't
sir.
gonna help. That ain't gonna hurt with the ladies either.
Well,
if you know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
it took some cannonballs for him to lay that money down on those bets.
Well done, Aiton's Army. That's so this is scary. This guy's like, in my short betting career. So degenerate gamblers who've been doing it for 30, 40 years are hearing this and being like, I hate him. You probably shouldn't identify your real name and be out in public
Yeah.
because other
Yeah.
gamblers, they gonna hate on you because you a winner. So, but
That's
be
true.
careful. Be careful out there. Hillbin Mike says, I don't really care if they have entered to come back or not. We're gonna win. Period. And you know how to separate Giannis and his brother? With a crowbar. Let's see. Cheese, Kringle, crappy beer. What's not to hate? Plus, racist redneck militias in Milwaukee. So shut up, Phil, you flaming asterisk hole. I don't know why you're launching an attack on Phil. He
Wow.
ain't said nothing but nice things about the Suns so far.
Yeah, he's got
Uh,
him sweeping away the deer.
You know what's
Yeah.
funny is that we have beaten I forgot who we beat everybody in, but we beat every LA team as the Phoenix
wait,
Suns.
who's we?
No, we
Who's this we?
we together.
You
we're all,
don't get we, Phil.
we're all in the
You
jacuzzi
left-
together.
No. See, now, careful there. Oh, my God, Phil, that's dark. Now, why would you say that?
What? That we're all in the jacuzzi together?
Yeah, well, for 2 things. One, Keith Hernandez injured himself working on his yard. I fell off his hot tub. And the other thing, the hockey player that took the firework to the chest was in a hot tub. So I'm
Oh.
just saying, pretty
Oh.
damn dark, Phil.
I actually
Pretty
did not
damn
know
dark.
that.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I was just getting wet and wild with the Speedo. That's all I was doing. I apologize.
Ooh.
But yeah, no,
Keep digging.
yeah, they were both they beat both LA teams. But remember, on the LA team of the Los Angeles Lakers, they did have the third Antetokounmpo brother. So
Man,
you have a chance.
How
to
many
sweep.
are there out there?
There are 3. 2 reside in Milwaukee and 1 resides in LA. And on
There's at
the Los
least
Angeles Lakers.
19 that we know of.
No,
Yes,
no, just
3 in the NBA.
Yeah.
A couple of them work at a
A bunch of them
Wendy's.
escaped the island of
no,
Greece, so
no.
they're all over the place.
This
Sure,
is not true.
sure.
This is not.
It's all true, Phil. You shut up. You know it's not true? When you say we. You don't get to say we, Phil, unless it's about the Lakers. You turncoat, scaredy cat, yellow-bellied, runaway, bandwagon some bitch.
We are still the world champions until we are dethroned.
It's already done. It's already done. King of Kitten says, now Giannis is a game time decision. Well, they keep bumping him up, and it might. I don't listen. I'm not worried because DeAndre Ayton has stated I'm preparing for him whether he's there or not. I am preparing to play him. So if it's some last moment where he jumps out there, it's not going to screw with their game plan. This is what DeAndre Ayton. This is his job. His job is Giannis Antetokounmpo or other Antetokounmpos. And the rest of it, it's just the Suns playing some really great basketball. Not worried. Not worried at all. Here's Donnie, who's been giving me a hard time on Twitter. Fear the deer. Dude, I'll say it again. You're a Laker fan. You don't even have a dog in this thing. You're just hating. That's all you're
Yeah.
doing is hating.
Yeah.
Although that was a really great, Milwaukee Buck running, breathing, looking scared for his life kind of thing he tried to put on my Twitter. Daylight Drew says, hey, fellas, been a while. I like a clean sweep with a landing strip. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, the other thing. Go Suns.
Ooh.
Mr. Wilbur says, Jeffrey, I never listened to the end of last Friday's show, but did I ever get an apology for letting you know that game 1 is actually tonight and not Thursday? Well, no, you didn't. because we didn't know about that until over the weekend. Everything I'd seen had reported it was going to be Thursday. Everything I had seen, but I guess that was contingent on where
Game
the
6 or
Bucks
7.
series, had ended up. So that's my bad, Mr. Wilbur. So I apologize.
Hope
You just say,
yeah.
you know how to work the Braille internet like nobody's business.
Wow.
Bruno Baller says, I think Jeffrey read some more messages in the first 30 seconds of the blender than were read during the entire morning show. At least they kept that trend going there. Well, we get more texts in 30 seconds than they do of all the morning show. So,
Now, hey, the count was up. I think we got 6 this morning.
Oh, well, I think because you were there.
Yeah.
Bruno Baller says, who needs Bruce and Dale when you got Randy and those other two guys doing the morning show, whoever they were? Well, Joe Pequeno and who was the other guy?
It was Barry Bloom.
Well, that guy sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's a writer for Sportico.
I think I knew him like in another lifetime or something.
Could be.
Charlie Boy says, hi, guys. Hey, Phil. NBA
Hello.
Finals start tonight. Woo! Randy, pour me a soda, please, and thank you very much.
There you go.
There you go, dancing man. Mile High Guy says, is high in height anything like tall?
No, not really. It's two completely different concepts.
Yeah.
Not comparable.
Fed Fan
Wow.
says, hey, guys, it's my birthday.
Hey, happy birthday.
She also would like a soda in celebration, and she also says congratulations to Aiton's Army.
Happy birthday.
What an amazing story there, isn't it? 10 grand off of $383. Wow. Floppy Bumper says, who's in this week? Oh, crap, it's Phil. He says, by the way, what, you got a mouse in your pocket? What's with this wee stuff, Laker fan? Elabin Mike says, how dare you, Phil?
Wow.
And Aiton's Army says, thanks, guys. All bets were made with the same sports book. I actually tried to place more bets on Suns versus Bucks, but they cut me off and rejected my attempts. Smart move by them in hindsight. Yeah, that is amazing. Mr. Wilbur says, Jeffrey, someday I will reach out and touch you as well. Well, you got to find me first.
Don't worry, Mr. Wilbur. I'll touch him for you.
As Mr. Wilbur is trying to figure out how to get Dial-A-Ride to take him over to the station, I'm going to figure out how to start working on being a ventriloquist. I'm going to make Phil talk with my voice, and then Phil's going to get the beating of his life, and I'm going to enjoy every moment of it. Go Suns. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
For the ones who get going when the going gets tough, and the ones who know we're tougher together. For the Pathfinders breaking new ground, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as fast access to experts and 24/7 customer support. Because we know you have people depending on you, so you can always depend on us. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Views Alto is the vape as unique as the back roads you ride. With Views by You, you can choose from 4 colors, 3 flavors, 3 nicotine levels, and infinite wrap designs. Make Views Alto a vape that is yours. In store now. Discover more at Views.com. Views, charge beyond. Vapor products, underage sale prohibited. Website and offers restricted to age 21 and over tobacco consumers.
Hi, this is Bruce Jacobs from my friends and former employers at ProCopy. For over 20 years, ProCopy has provided Arizona companies with the best office equipment available from companies like Ricoh. More importantly, they provide outstanding service after the sale with a 96% retention ratio and award-winning technicians. 3 years ago, they joined the Flex Technologies Group, an Arizona-based nationwide group of companies that share ProCopy's commitment to excellence. So if you have branches anywhere in the United States or just here in Arizona, you can get great personalized service even during the current climate. We use them here at the Fanatic and Money Radio KFNN, and they never disappoint because they remain a local company. They give back to our community by supporting ASU and the Thunderbirds through the Phoenix Open. The ProCopy Foundations has raised hundreds of thousands of dollars. That makes doing business with ProCopy good for your business. Just give them a call at 602-ProCopy. That's 602-776-2679.
Arizona's deaf, hard of hearing, and deafblind community is disproportionately unemployed. Those of us that do have jobs are typically underemployed, and that should be, for all of us, unacceptable. especially when you consider we tend to be more productive and continually rate high for quantity and quality of work. To learn more about the Let's Get to Work initiative, visit changeyourperception.org. Sponsored by the Arizona Commission for the Deaf and the Hard of Hearing.
1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic is now your exclusive home for the six-time world champion
Indoor Football League,
Arizona Rattlers.
Tune in to The Fanatic for all of the fast-paced, hard-hitting action.
Listen as the Arizona Rattlers vie for the playoffs and their seventh championship in team history. Arizona Rattlers football, exclusively on your new home for sports. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
And always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports. And Mr. Wilbur probably just heard that, little promo there for the deaf people getting jobs and was like, well, that's some messed up crap right there. What about my people? 888-368-1580. For those of you who are ready to cancel me for teasing a blind guy, the blind guy would like you to STFU because we all rag on each other, give each other a hard time. And why should anyone handicap be any different? Trust me, it's not cancelable when you're inclusive. Everybody gets a turn. So shout out.
Yeah, look at me. I'm handicapped and you guys still rag on me.
But how are you handicapped, Phil? I mean, I could list some ways, but how do you think you're handicapped?
I'm too beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. Couldn't have anything to do with it.
Wow.
Like a whole other list of things I could probably come up with.
Not any of those. Just the mere fact that I'm discriminated upon because of my beauty. I'm too pretty for jail. It's a complex that unfortunately I must bear the burden of.
Wow.
I mean, it's a lie so big. If you can believe it, you're a better person for it, I'm sure. But whatever works for you, whatever gets you through the night. 888-368-1580. Before we jump in and actually really think about, can I tell you, it's just kind of, am I wrong that the Phoenix Suns are just going to bleep stomp the Bucks, and it's not even going to be close, right? Because I'm thinking scores of plus 20. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever happens, that it's going to be bad.
Oh, you know, I never like to get overconfident about these things. And you know how I am, Jeffrey. You have to play the games. You can't just prognosticate and come out the other side thinking that it's going to happen. It never happens for me. And so tonight is game one. It's the beginning of the end of the NBA season, and we will see who dominates. Now, I would hope, given their history, I once again thought they were going to be a little sluggish coming off a long layover, and I admit I was wrong. The Suns came out shooting on all cylinders, and they took it to the Clippers in game one. I'd like to see that repeat again tonight, but you never know. You just don't know.
You know, if you want the game plan here, I do give Monty Williams the better coaching thing, but let's
give us the game plan, Phil.
Yeah, you want the game plan
you
here?
Go, Laker boy.
Come on, everybody, get in the huddle. Here's Monty Williams. Here's the big
I'm
game
not getting
plan.
in the huddle with him.
Yeah.
You're going to clog the paint if and when or should Giannis ever get there, because that's all he can do. He doesn't have any outside range. And if you're Jay Crowder or Mikal Bridges, you are on Chris Middleton and just make sure that he does not beat you scoring. Other than that, game over.
I don't see how Giannis is going to be able to charge the basket. He's got a bum knee.
If he comes back,
hyperextended it. That could mean anything. It could be bruised. It could be he could have sprained those ligaments in there. We don't know what kind of shape he's in.
Sure, but I don't want him to gain confidence.
Or it was just a basic hyperextension, and he'll be good to go. He'll be fine. I mean, there's no actual damage in the knee. It just kind of got twisted back a little bit. It's got to heal up, and then I've hyperextended things. I can tell you what.
The wonders,
mind your own damn business.
The wonders of modern medicine, Randy. Ooh, they will get you every time.
Phil's never had anything hyperextended. 888-368-1580. So Aiton's Army made a ridiculous amount of money gambling a little bit to win a lot on the Phoenix Suns, and he gets the next round. That's all I'm going to say. He gets the next round. But listen, don't bother making your bets now because you ain't going to make up hardly nothing. Sports books are making the Phoenix Suns NBA Finals favorites over the Bucks, as to be expected. They opened up at negative 175 at Caesar Sportsbook with the Bucks listed as plus 150 underdogs, and the Phoenix Suns now a 5.5 point favorite for game one. So, and I think that those odds will get worse for you to make money as this series goes forward. You're going to have to prop bet, I think, to make anything, because everybody's got the Phoenix Suns winning this soundly. And I listen, I don't want to, deal in hubris here. I don't want to be like Icarus and fly too close to that sun, but it's hard not to when you look at this matchup. And I'm bummed about it a little bit. I am bummed that we didn't get a better matchup. I'm bummed that we don't have a higher mountain to climb to grab the Larry O'Brien. You know what I'm saying? I just wish that because there's going to be haters like Phil, like Donnie, like a bunch of people who are going to say, oh, everybody was hurt this year. It's not a legitimate trophy. So I wish it had been the Nets, because then those superstars would have been superstars versus the Suns, and it would have been a little bit more of a challenge. I think we still would have won it, but at least it would have shut up all the critics. If Phoenix Suns win this, they're going to be like, this wasn't even close. That was stupid. Yeah, we got to shorten the season. There's too many injuries. Nobody's ever going to give our Phoenix Suns due credit.
I'm sorry, Phil.
No,
the only comment I had to make is I heard some sound from yesterday's press conference where Chris Paul was asked, do you agree with your friend LeBron James about the season being too short, a quick turnaround? All these injuries are a result of that. And he just kind of sloughed it off. He's like, well, everybody has their opinion. Everybody can say what they need to say. Everybody can talk about whatever they want to talk about. So he's kind of sloughed it off. He didn't have anything monumental to say in favor of or against his good friend LeBron James.
It has nothing to do with LeBron, and more the fact that he is the president of the NBA Players Association. So that organization pushes the CBA, so he would be cutting the organization off at the kneecaps. He can't show that sort of a face on that. Plus, he doesn't want to say anything that's going to illegitimize the finals he's about to win. So this is not a guy you should be talking to for actual opinion on these things. I think the season might be too long, and I get it. Everybody played the same length regular season, except for LeBron. He took a lot of time off. Anyway, so everybody plays the same amount of games, and if you can't be healthy at the end, well, then you need to figure out how to be healthy at the end. And I know when we say that, then we also hate load management. We think it's kind of an abomination to have star players sit out basketball games and hard-working Americans paid for a ticket, and little Johnny, took some time off from school so you could go see that game, and suddenly your favorite players aren't playing in it. And we're like, oh, that's garbage. So I would rather see them shorten up the season and make sure that your stars are not having to worry about the load management. Now, I'm saying going forward, but right now everybody needs to shut the hell up and stop whining because the Suns played the same amount of games. Oh, look, now they've played more than everybody else, and yet they've remained fairly well healthy. So shut the hell up, everybody.
Well, and the thing about, I'm sorry, Phil, I'll come right back to you. The thing about what LeBron said it after he was already eliminated. Take the time, take the vacation now, keep your mouth closed. Go get your rest and recuperate. Get ready for the next season that isn't slated to start until I think it's October. So everybody just relax here. Everybody chill out here. We're getting back on track after a horrible COVID year. And that's all this is. This thing will be mute and silent as we move forward and get back to a normal NBA schedule.
There are two different discussions here going on. One, I do think we should shorten the season, if nothing else, for the entertainment aspect of NBA. Yeah.
What?
Whenever you
Are
see,
they going to shorten their contracts? No. Oh, okay, then no.
I don't care how much they get paid, Randy.
Yeah,
I just want to see the best product at the end of the season.
Boy,
and then if you shorten the regular season some, and then they're complaining in the playoffs, and then nobody's going to put an asterisk. Nobody's going to have a word to say. Everybody can just shut the hell up. You're hurt. You're hurt. Okay, guys, that's the way it goes. You can't blame too many games on it at that point. I would rather see it like that, a more pure form, and get to see possibly the best players still in the playoffs.
And I think that there's something to be said of whenever you have brevity between two teams. The fact that every team within the NBA plays every other team at least twice,
2 or 3
there's not
times,
a lot left to the imagination. And that's the one thing football does get right. Yes, sometimes you have Super Bowl matchups between two teams that met once in the regular season, a la the New England Patriots and New York Giants. Think of those matchups. And you saw that the New England Patriots beat them in the regular season. But then when did they beat them in the Super Bowl? Because you still had a little bit left in the tank. You still had a little bit left in your thought, imagination as a viewer to say, you know what, there were little hints there that they could beat them again. Maybe they could on any given Sunday. You go to the NBA, everything's just drawn out to the numbers. The better team usually will always win because it's a best of 7 game series. Now, if we take it back to the fact that the Phoenix Suns have had the easiest path to an NBA championship, the one thing that you have to worry about as a Phoenix Suns fan and as a Chris Paul fan who worries about his legacy, they have to bring this home. Because if they were to lose to a lower level form of a fully healthy Giannis-led Milwaukee Bucks, if they were to have the easiest road that they have ever had to get this NBA championship and lose, that would get rid of all the goodwill and everything that this Phoenix Suns team has built
analysis right there. It's like a backhanded compliment.
I was just going to say easiest road just because the Suns were healthy and everybody else got hurt.
Yeah, it's irrefutable.
Listen, man, you've seen my car. If I'm on the road and I am driving down the road and people's cars are breaking down as I leave their ashes in the dust in little street races, does that mean I had the easiest road, or maybe they should have had a better car? It's the same road. We're all on the same road, right? And every single team in the West, every single team in the East, they were on the same road until the end. And if your car breaks down in the race, that's on you. That's not on the person who wins the race. Do you feel fortunate? Hell, I'll be honest, I don't like to see anybody's car break down, but kind of glad it did. You don't put a damn asterisk on these Phoenix Suns, man. It ain't right.
But if the Phoenix Suns had every advantage, everything goes their way, everything breaks right for them, and they were to still lose, that would be such an indictment upon them that they would not be able to get over that. That would be almost worse than having lost to the LA Clippers with a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, don't put that bad juju on this team, man. What's wrong with you?
I don't think
King Kenton says, happy birthday, Fed fan. That's right, Fed fan's birthday, because we're gentlemen. We ain't asking how old she is. Intern at the main event says, happy National Fried Chicken Day. Is that today? I thought today was International Kissing Day. There's 3 types of kissing that go back in time. One is the osculum, which is a friendly peck on the cheek.
Okay.
The basium, a loving kiss on the lips. And the savium, which is a passionate mouth kiss, also known as a French kiss. Now, it would have been in the Latin term a savium, except for the fact that people in World War II, they came home, they're like, them French gals, they'll stick your tongue in your mouth. Oh, wow, what's that? We call that a French kiss. Well, it's really the Romans knew about that when they called it the savium, but still, we know that is the French kiss. So it's International Kissing Day. So if you have a significant other or somebody who lets you touch them, make sure you give them a good, passionate, long, deep kiss tonight.
Like how we greet each other before each and every show.
No. If that were true, or Andy and I would never come into the office. No. So there you go. And then the kissing day, you get that's for the ladies. The National Fried Chicken Day. Holy crap, that's for everybody. Oh, get some fried chicken. Good stuff, man. Thank you for that, intern at the main event. Jeff Van Gundy says, I woke up this morning. I heard Randy in the morning on the way to work. Best part of the day. Give me a beer, Randy. How about one for you too?
Well, thank you very much. I'll take you up on that, my friend. Thank you.
You woke me up this morning, and we're getting this Suns win tonight.
All right. Let's start it off big tonight.
Let's do it. Helibin Mike says, really, Charles Barkley picked the Bucks. Probably the reverse jinx thing, I'm thinking. Let's play the games, guys. This ain't going to be easy no matter what. I don't want it to be easy. And I hope that this whole talk about brooms, all this talk about me sitting here thinking, this is going to be a cake. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I get it shoved in my face, because that makes this more entertaining and fun to watch. I just don't see it. Do you see it? I just
can't.
I don't know, Jeffco. Anything is possible. 7 games to decide it.
No,
Anything is possible.
There's no
still think
case.
4. Heelabin Mike says difference between beer nuts and deer nuts. Beer nuts are about $1.29. Deer nuts are under $1. It's an old joke. He says, that being said, go Suns, go castrate Milwaukee. Wow, easy does it, Heelabin Mike. Now, again, we don't hate him. Does anybody have a hateful thing to say about the Milwaukee Bucks? Really?
The only thing that I have is Mike Budenholzer came here, interviewed for the Phoenix Suns job before they hired Monty, and said, "Oh, thanks, no thanks."
Good. Thank God.
Yeah, I think you lucked out on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Floppy Bumper says, I got to agree with Randy on this one. Not only do these guys get well paid, but they get extremely well taken care of. Massages, chefs, all types of physical therapy. And when they get injured, stuff that you and I, we don't get. We don't have access to that unless we have super insurance or we're independently wealthy. Well, it's easy to say, Floppy Bumper, but try to look at it from that point of view where you're that person. Your whole life revolves around your body and your ability to perform at a level above that of 99.9% of the world. I ain't saying they ain't well paid. I'm not saying they don't have a lot of advantages, but that doesn't mean that we should run these guys into the ground. It hurts the product.
ACL tears and sprains, and you take whatever career and season-ending injury you want. They don't care about what money you make.
Hey, guys. People that work on computers get carpal tunnel syndrome. So what's your point?
But that's after loads of years of wear and tear. That's not
exactly my point. Yeah, that's after loads of years of playing basketball. You get the bad knees or the bad back. Yeah.
Big George is smoking crack.
Uh-oh.
Suns in 6, he says. Milwaukee is a tougher opponent than people give him credit for, with or without Giannis.
Yeah, I think I have a feeling. I'll just leave it there.
I just can't. Fed Fan says, thanks, King of Kittens, from birthday wishes. And it's okay, Jeffrey. I'm an old fart and I don't care that I'm an old fart. Well, yeah, but I'm a gentleman. And even though you're using the word fart, I won't do that in front of you. And I'm not telling anybody how old you are. Jagdog says, Phil, you have a punchable voice. Blissful Hayes says, huge game tonight here in Phoenix. Diamondbacks play the Rockies in the big NL West rivalry there.
Yeah, that's the big game in Phoenix.
We're trying to stay 31 games behind the leader. We can't take another loss. Navy Brad says, men, hello. This will be a good series. The Suns never took the class of La flopping. That's right. No LA flopping here.
Are you kidding me? With Chris Paul? They never took he leads the class. He has a private
Guess where he's from.
Class.
Where did he play first?
He played in Charlotte.
But the rest of the Suns don't do that. He played in the Clippers. He was a Clipper most of his career.
No, he's played equal time in LA as well as Charlotte.
Yeah, but it was the LA experience that stained him.
No.
It's a Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
I need some backup. I got to get these trucks to Tuscaloosa by Tuesday.
Trevor's Trucking needs 3 18-wheeler drivers with commercial licenses ASAP, or his company will stall.
If we don't move the rigs before this weekend, we're going to be in trouble.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. With Indeed Instant Match, we immediately show you quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed meet your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
If you're rolling over your 401k to an IRA soon, but not sure if you want to go all in on this crazy market, here's what many retiring professionals are doing. How about a safe and secure IRA offering a contractually guaranteed 10% income bonus that grows 7% annually guaranteed? Your income can double in 10 years. Meanwhile, neither your principal nor your retirement income is ever subjected to a market downturn. Even if the market crashes by 50%, you get the 10% bonus. Your income keeps growing at 7%, and your principal may grow without losses uncapped. You go up with the index, never down. Forward, never back. Get a 10% income bonus with a 7% contractually guaranteed growth rate. I compare over 1,200 annuities with a fiduciary duty and can help you retire and stay retired.
Guarantees rely on the financial strength of the insurer, so compare with leading annuity authority Steve Jurich now. Visit IQannuity.com, IQannuity.com, IQannuity.com.
Last summer, Arizona experienced record heat. Hottest summer in Arizona history. 145 days of 100 plus degrees, 53 days of over 110. Summer heat is starting sooner and it's lasting longer, and your power bills are more expensive every year. Take control of your power bills. Call Harmon Solar today. Harmon Solar is locally owned and operated. They use top-of-the-line equipment, and they're A-plus rated with the Better Business Bureau. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189, or go to harmonsolar.com. Harmon Solar is an REC certified solar professional.
Shane O'Grady here with Life Changer Loan, and you've probably just refinanced into that new low rate. But have you really done the math? Have you really multiplied your monthly mortgage payment times the amount of payments you have left? Ugh. Let that number sink in for a minute. Luckily, there is a better way. Our clients pay off their mortgages in well under 10 years without changing a dime of their spending habit. It's not magic, it's just math. So check us out at lifechangerloan.com. That's lifechangerloan.com.
Arizona Mortgage Broker number MB1002031, NMLS number 1863775. Life Changer Loan Corp is an equal housing lender.
Hey guys, Jeffrey O'Brien here. And listen, we've all been hearing about Valley Medical weight loss for quite some time now. We've been hearing about how easy they make it to lose weight and keep it off. And we've been hearing about how convenient it is to visit one of their free Valley locations. And we've heard these other guys on the radio station here have success. Yeah, I've heard about it too. So I've joined in and I've already lost 6 pounds in just a couple of weeks. I am so glad I gave Valley Medical weight loss a try, and you will be too. Check them out at valleymedicalweightloss.com. And remember, mention Fanatic and you'll get your first week free.
The Fanatic.
Today, the Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports. And I just want to remind everybody, if you do not have the 1580, The Fanatic app, you are really going to want to have that in your phone. And let me tell you what's going on. Here over the next couple of weeks, some really cool stuff is going to happen. We're going to move our 1580 The Fanatic Tower to a new site. And now what that is going to do is going to give us an even better signal during the day and a ridiculously better signal at night for 1580 a.m. So there's going to be some construction. It might go off. It might come on. There might be glitches in that matrix. So listen, it's all good stuff. It's all positive stuff, but you gotta have the hookup because you're going to end up being very sad if you don't. So make sure you go to 1580thefanatic.com, get the app, have that thing on your phone. And also remember, the other alternative for most of Phoenix is 99.3 FM. So if you just switch over that, you get that. Some parts of the East Valley, you can get 95.9 FM, like for sure in Fountain Hills and some other areas. But just in case, just make sure you have the 1580 The Fanatic app. It has had a recent update, by the way. So if you're like, oh, that app was a piece of garbage 4 years ago. Well, it's been improved since, and I use it all the time. So make sure you go to 1580thefanatic.com, get that app on your phone as an insurance policy to make sure if you're a 1580 AM listener that you don't miss a minute of all the shows that you love here on 1580 The Fanatic. So, but like I said, it's a good thing. And, it's, kind of like when your favorite road is under construction. You know what I mean? There'll be a sign there that says, you might want to find an alternate route for a while because we're going to be working out here on the road. So that's what's happening. We're just working on that 1580 The Fanatic to make it even better. Big George says, wait, does this mean I'll be able to listen to 1580 AM in Carlsbad again with the improved signal? I don't know, Big George. You've been able to get, this station in on AM in some of the most bizarre places on the planet. Big George, either that or you just can listen to through ridiculous amounts of static with 50,000 watts. We shouldn't be leaving the state, but he's found it like almost to San Diego in some cases. He's one of those audiophiles, and I don't know if he's got a special antenna. Why are you hurting yourself over that, Big George? If you're in the Valley, 1580 AM comes in great. But if you're out of state, just get the app, man. Just use the app.
Yeah, it's technology, it's science, and it works.
Right. So if you make sure you do it soon, do it now. 1580thefanatic.com. Get the app. Now, if you're like, I don't want to put an app on my phone. All right, that's cool, man. That's cool. You can still go to 1580thefanatic.com and listen to the stream. I think you can do that straight through your phone there. Another way to do that is to go to our YouTube feed. If you have that on your phone, even if you don't have to have the app, you can just go to our Twitter or Facebook and click and watch there. So where you can also listen to the audio. So there's tons and tons and tons. If you got a smart speaker, you got an Alexa, 1580thefanatic.com. Come on, guys, you can do this. So just remember, if you're a 1580 AM listener, you got to have another way to listen, because the next couple of weeks, some stuff's going to be going on. That's all I got to say. All right. So mark that, note it. I'll remind you again, but still get on that app. 888-368-1580. Bala 51. Wait, what?
No, I was just going to threaten the people with a good time. Otherwise, I will go out there and personally fix your antenna.
You're not helping. You're not
What's
helping.
that?
You're not helping, Phil. It's not about their antenna. It's about our antenna. We're moving something. So just stay out.
Oh, I can move it.
No, just try to stay.
I
out.
can move the antenna.
No, we don't need. No, we
It
got
will
this,
get
right?
hot.
Yeah, we just. I mean, I may have to have you go out to a certain place and wear a Speedo and dance in front of a certain building just to be that way. But I'll get back to you on that.
I've done it before and I will again.
All right. Bala 51 says all this garbage about the Suns getting an easy ride to the title. Ridiculous. When building a championship team, you need to have a mix of depth, stars, role players, coaching, leadership. This way you can stay healthy, overcome injuries, and be able to outcoach your opponents. All these other so-called super teams, they have a puppet for a coach, a couple of overpaid, injury-prone superstars. Those are not championship caliber teams. They're merely headline reaching a round for the masses.
I see. And so the majority of the NBA's history was headlined by the Dallas Mavericks. Oh, no, wait, there's only one of those. Maybe the Detroit Pistons, but wait again, then there's two of those. So in all the NBA history, stars have never won the NBA championship. That's just so weird to think about.
So does that include LeBron's championships? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I just sink your battleship? Wow.
Yeah, all those championships between him and the contested Golden State Warriors, whoever else you want to talk about, is between top.
Golden State Warriors, they
Oh,
built
my
that
God.
team from the ground up. That
Oh, yeah.
wasn't a super
Yeah,
team.
Kevin Durant
Oh.
coming along. That
Kevin
didn't help at all.
Durant came along after they already won 3.
No,
Oh, I'm
no,
sorry.
no, he
Did I
didn't.
just sink
No,
your aircraft
no,
carrier
no.
as
They
well?
only won one. They only
I
won
just
one.
won this game of Battleship, didn't I?
They only
Yeah,
won one.
long
Randy.
ago, but I'm not laughing at that, guys. I'm laughing at this thing Jagdog sent. You know that where Chris Paul's hoisting up the Western Conference
Yes.
trophy?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a Photoshop version that has Patrick Beverly's head on it.
Oh. Oh.
That is perfect. He says, burn in
Oh,
hell,
boy.
Los Angeles labias.
Wow.
Burn in hell, Los Angeles mother cluckers. Burn in hell, Phil. Bleep the buck. Bleep the buck. Wow. Jagdog is on some sort of
Wow.
fire.
Mm.
Floppy Bumper says, I picked you guys up from the Baghdad mine with a little handheld AM FM transistor radio once. That
Nice.
was the best day of drilling ever.
Wow.
Well,
Thank you.
I don't know what this new tower site is going to hold for everybody, but I do know at least this: in the Metro Phoenix area, it's going to be much improved when we're done. So stay tuned. Well, I mean, for as long as it's on the air, then use the app.
Yeah.
Blissful Hayes says, hey, filthy. Chris Paul never played for Charlotte. Durr.
Oh, that's right. It was New Orleans. That's right.
Yeah, a lot of people are
It's the
sending
blue.
that one in.
Yeah.
Oklahoma. Chris Paul never played in Charlotte.
Thank you.
Try
It's the
New
blue.
Orleans and shut up, Phil.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
He'll been Mike.
Poor Phil.
Here come the text. Heelman Mike says, once again, the 89 Pistons, first round, Celtics, no Larry Bird. Second round, Bucks, no Terry Cummings. Finals, no Magic, no Scott. Aha, no one questions them then or now. The argument comes only from the haters. If we, yes, I can say that, Phil, win it, it will be a championship just like all the others.
Well, to be fair on
Shut
that,
up, Phil.
Thank you. On that specific
He's not gonna
Detroit,
shut up, is
I'm
he?
not going to.
God,
That
no.
specific Detroit Pistons team
in
justified it and
studio.
legitimized it by winning
Yeah.
back-to-back titles. So even though the first one
All
was,
right. We will legitimize it, Phil.
I hope so. I
The
hope
Phoenix Suns will legitimize it, and I hope it's at the Lakers' expense.
That would be
Charlie
delicious.
Boy says, happy birthday, Fed fan. Have an awesome day. By the way, we just did beat all of LA. I just wanted to remind you of that. Beat the Lakers, beat
Yeah.
the Clippers.
Yeah, swept
Case
LA.
closed.
Yeah.
Moving on. He got nothing else to say. Bruno Baller says, happy birthday, Fed fan. Did you happen to see that John McEnroe made the news for opening his mouth again? I
no.
guess a player quit during the middle of a match and he wasn't happy about it or something like that. Well, so somebody quit in the middle of a match. I knew he said something, but I don't know what he said that was wrong. I mean, the poor was it a gal? I think she just had a little breakdown, right? That's unfortunate. Also, Bruno Baller says, if you're like in the middle of nowhere or out in the desert somewhere at night, you'll get AM stations from like 1,000 miles away. Yep, it's called Skip, and you'll get some. There's always in the background. It's just like faint in the background of everybody talking. Because like we here in the United States, we are required to make sure that our radio stations don't interfere with Mexico. And then Mexico laughs and says, he's bueno. Boom. And they just overpower us at night. So there you go. Fun times. Good Cat says, let's go Suns. I am optimistically nervous. That's a normal thing for a Suns fan. And I kind of have that sort of gnawing at the back of my mind too, like I did during the Clippers. But God, this is just, I can't be scared on this. I can't be scared. I mean, my wife said I couldn't say anything. What's up, Jeffrey? What's up, Randy? Other guy.
What's going on?
Fed fan says, shut up, Phil. Berg says, go Suns and go Berg. I don't know if you guys have heard. He did make that public, right? Berg, who does a lot of charity work for brain cancer. We went on one of his walks with the cancer walks there. You know, the one I won.
No.
And dude, I won it fair and square. Got the photographs. No. Berg backs me up on this. I don't know why you want to keep fighting me on this.
I
won the cancer walk.
I'm speaking the truth.
Fair and square. All right. Anyways, can we just focus on the Berg, please?
Please. Let's please do.
So this is a guy who has raised many thousands of dollars for cancer research. Well, he just found out the other day that he has yet another brain tumor, and they are going to operate on it this week or next. And so he's got it. He's gonna be fine. He'll pull through. As one tough SOB, and so we're all pulling for you, Berg. Hang in there, and you got this, man. I'm telling you, you got this, and we'll see you on the other side. I told him online. I said, listen, man, this is because of a mustard deficiency. You don't eat enough mustard.
Pretty sure that's what it is.
No, that's the only thing saving him. He's not getting that mustard.
No, he's he doesn't care. He says he'll take the tumor. Okay, fine. All right. Whatever. Anyways, Berg, all kidding aside, we're pulling for you, buddy. Boomer Sooner says Phil Mickelson, Aaron Rodgers, December, and Brady the Goat. I think you mean DeChambeau. It's a Big Sky, Montana. It's an unbelievably pretty golf course, by the way. They're going to golf, and I would almost guarantee you the Brooks Koepka is going to come like flying in on a helicopter to mess with somebody. But why are they doing this?
Yeah.
Why are they doing this on the Tuesday?
I think this is just another way for Phil Mickelson to try to make more money. The guy,
no. Why are they doing this on a Tuesday? Why didn't they do this over the weekend or something? Nobody gives a damn about this on a Tuesday.
Generally, there are tournaments going on even year round in the PGA Tour and European Tour, and so they probably picked a Tuesday just to make this work for everybody's schedule.
Well, it's dumb to do it on a Tuesday. That you're going to have like 0 people watching this. I think.
Well, isn't Aaron
Rodgers garbage?
Isn't Aaron Rodgers' schedule currently pretty open?
And they are competing with the NBA Finals. Doesn't matter who's in it. It's the fact that they are competing directly with Game 1 of the NBA Finals. This is just derp. So whatever the case is, they're doing this for charity. By the way, here's one good reason to sort of pay attention to it. Larry Fitzgerald is joining the broadcast along with Charles Barkley. So he's going to be a part of this. And that was kind of cool to see and kind of a little unsettling, to be honest, because if he's thinking about dabbling in the broadcasting, I fear that maybe he will be not dabbling in playing wide receiver for the Cardinals again this year.
You do you, Larry. You do you.
I'm not saying don't do you, but I was kind of hoping he would just, give us another year. I don't know. I guess maybe that makes me selfish. The whole golf match thing starts sometime later today. I don't know what, 5 p.m. something like that. Who cares? We're watching the finals. So, anyways, I just don't understand why would they do this nonsense on a Tuesday. Other than that, I might watch it. Let's see. He says they're not competing with basketball. They'll be done by game time. What are you talking about? It starts at
It's starting right now.
Started at 2 p.m. It started at 2 p.m.
Yeah, I'm watching it right now.
I didn't see the Eastern time thing on here. That's why. I got you. Boomer Sooner says, "Come on, Berg, you got this, man." And Blissel Hayes says, "Get well, Berg. I wish you good health." Good Cat says, "Berg, you got this, brother. We're praying for you and sending good juju your way." And everybody agrees 100%. I'll be sure and read all the texts that send Berg their well wishes when we come back from the break. It's just this screen is constantly moving and I can't keep up with it. So I'll make sure and repeat those well wishes here in a moment, guys. So, all right. So that is hour one down. Phil is, well, he only said a few annoying things to the super fans, but
yeah, not a few too many.
He's not annoying me because he's on board with the Suns winning tonight. All right. Come on back, kids. It's the Daily Blender.
Hi, I'm Steve.
And I'm Felicia.
We're the hosts of the show, Drive Friendly.
With Steve's 40 years of experience, you're going to get the real insider information about the automotive industry. And I'll be interviewing local celebrities and experts so you can be informed and live your very best life.
Laugh and learn with Steve, Felicia, and the gang. You'll be smarter for listening. Drive Friendly, 10 a.m. Saturday mornings on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Views Alto is the vape as unique as the back roads you ride. With Views by You, you can choose from 4 colors, 3 flavors, 3 nicotine levels, and infinite wrap designs. Make Views Alto a vape that is yours. In store now. Discover more at Views.com. Views, charge beyond. Vapor products, underage sale prohibited. Website and offers restricted to age 21 and over tobacco consumers.
Last summer, Arizona experienced record heat. Hottest summer in Arizona history. 145 days of 100+ degrees, 53 days of over 110. Summer heat is starting sooner and it's lasting longer. And your power bills are more expensive every year. Take control of your power bills. Call Harmon Solar today. Harmon Solar is locally owned and operated. They use top-of-the-line equipment and they're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189 or go to harmonsolar.com. Harmon Solar is an REC certified solar professional.
Does the stock market have room to run in 2021? Well, with more than $5 trillion in investor capital sitting in money markets, American checking and savings accounts as flush as ever, interest rates low, and several $1 trillion in stimulus money on the way, the fundamentals are in place for a strong and sustained run. If the vaccines work, hey, check another box. So where to invest? The economy now runs and relies on technology. The IQ Wealth Blue Diamond Technology Leaders Portfolio is focused on dominant companies in key segments of technology like cloud computing, genetic science, robotics, cybersecurity, and more. Blue Diamond is held for you at Fidelity and combines opportunity with an element of dividend protection. With some of the lowest fees in the industry and an exceptional management team, we invite you to explore the Blue Diamond.
Investment advisory services by IQ Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor. For details, visit IQWealth.com. That's IQWealth.com, IQWealth.com.
Does your company need bonds? Hi, this is Dave McKee, president of Constructors Bonding, inviting you to learn how our team can deliver better bonding than any competitor anywhere. Our relationships with every major surety get you the credit you need fast, and we never stop working to exceed your expectations. Call me personally at 602-432-5929. That's 602-432-5929 to learn how Constructors Bonding is your solution to better bonds.
Live from the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale.
This is KQFN Tempe.
Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM.
And K240 U Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down.
Because it's time. Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show.
Let's do it.
All right, buddy, it's 4 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside my heterosexual life partner, Randy White. We got Phil there pushing the buttons, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580. There's no need for tongue use on pushing buttons, Phil. Don't ever do that again. We are broadcasting live from the Harmon Solar Studio in Scottsdale, and we are very excited. In 2 hours, Game 1 of the NBA Finals, and the Suns are in it. It still just pinched me. I can't believe this is actually happening. And yes, I wish there was a better opponent in front of us than the Milwaukee Bucks. And listen,
Wow.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, hell of a player. I ain't trying to take nothing to get away from him. And then there's that other guy. And then I don't know the rest of those people. I don't know who they are.
I believe you're
don't know.
looking for Chris Middleton.
No, I'm
Drew
not, because they were
Holiday.
looking for Chris Middleton to make a difference, and several times he didn't. So that guy is the definition of a Delta hot and cold faucet, and he more cold than hot, but somehow they were able to get in.
He is a bit hot and cold, as you just said, and maybe a bit inconsistent. But listen, Drew Holiday is still an amazing player. If Giannis Antetokounmpo can go, that's going to be a whole different wrinkle for this Milwaukee Bucks team. I wouldn't look past him, Jeffrey. I know you're very confident in your feelings about this series. You won't say it on the radio and all that.
I'm not allowed to say nothing about no brooms.
The Milwaukee Chase Buffs are no team to look past here. I think this is going to be a good series. Hopefully the Suns will take care of business, not come out sluggish after this long layoff. They'll feel healthy, they'll feel excited, and they'll be ready to go, and they will make the Bucks pay. But there's always that possibility. That's why you play the games.
Oh, I have a question. Who on either team has NBA Finals experience?
Only one guy, Jay Crowder, and he plays for the Phoenix Suns.
Jay Crowder.
Damn. Well done, Randy. Boy, you beat Phil to it, and that's his job. Well done.
He was busy. He probably would have beat. I
thought it would go like this. I'd say that, then Phil would just lean over out of the camera shot for a second. You hear, and we'd have to wait. I'd have to make a few jokes. We'd have to say a few things, and then Phil would say, "You're like," and then I think he's got online ADD. Like he's like, I'll look that up, and then he's like, "Oh, look, there's a Sour Patch Kids are on sale. What's this over here? An antelope. Well, how did that happen? Oh my God, went right through the front door of that business. Oh my God.
Fierce predator. Lest we forget the antelope kill call. The antelope kill call.
Sure, that's not how that goes.
Now, does this do anything for you? Torrey Craig of the Phoenix Suns, of six man, he can win a ring no matter which team wins this NBA Finals, which it will be the Suns. So
it would have done something for me if I hadn't already had that myself. As you see on the camera, because they trade when the Bucks traded. Who did the Bucks get from us?
Bill Roethlisberger.
Oh yeah, Bill Roethlisberger, who I think they cut anyway. We got Torrey Craig for Bill Roethlisberger. Or it could have been Anderson Varejao.
Well, it could be that guy. Yeah, but
no. And no, I'm sorry. That was the guy who could have got a ring from either team too. He had been with the Cavs, and then he ended a season with the Warriors. And when the Cavaliers came back and says, "Here's your ring," he's like, "No, thank you. I didn't play for the team that won. I played for the team that lost." And Torrey Craig, if the Suns lose, should also refuse the ring, because you should not accept the ring or an award for a team you didn't play on. What I'm saying?
My understanding is he wants a ring with Phoenix. He doesn't. He's not looking for a ring with. But why wouldn't you accept it if you were with the team half a season?
No, I wouldn't. No. If the Suns lose, he should say no thank you to the ring, because that's no longer his team. The Suns are his team.
Yeah,
in the finals, he didn't play for the other team. He played for this team. In fact, I am 100% on Anderson Varejao, floppy hair fella, for saying, nay, I'll pass on that.
Anderson Varejao
should pass on that. That's what I said.
No, you said
Anderson. Whatever happened to him? I think
that's what he said.
In the wind or in the European League by now. Anyway, there you go. Phil, I already had that, but thanks. 888-368-1580.
What about this? The Suns play tonight in the NBA Finals.
We already knew about it, Phil. You're like a day late. You're like the evening edition. You have no new news.
You owe me $1 because you're also $1 short. 888-368-1580. Helavan Mike says
so tough.
It's not the story here, how they got this far because of luck. It's that they're here at all. Through last year, going back several, they were the worst team in all of sports, percentage-wise, and in a span of only months, not years, months, this team is in the finals. That in itself is a damn miracle. You're damn right, Heelbin Mike. Let's see. Heelbin Mike, thank you. Beer Bob says, how great is it that the Suns beat the Morris boys out of the playoffs?
The Morris, yes.
Yes, and now have the opportunity to take down the Antetokounmpo brothers.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm
Wow.
all for it. I got
I
no
mean-
problem with the Antetokounmpo brothers, but
I
the
mean,
Morris brothers.
Suns are just breaking records everywhere. They're swept away both LA teams in LA on their home court in the same building. They wiped out the what are they? The Morris twins. Goodbye to those guys. Have an opportunity to take out all three Antetokounmpo. I mean, this is just absolute terror and ravage. The Suns are just absolutely going through the NBA and destroying it, dismantling it during this whole postseason.
Yeah, and guess what, Morris brothers? Next time you'll think twice about hitting on my wife at a Costco gas station. Look what that did to you, Karma Wise. Look what that did to you.
Pretty sure that's why they got beat. Yeah.
It was their undoing.
Yeah.
Cold Trickle says, guys, Phil
Guys.
Mickelson's wife had cancer. I think this is a fundraiser.
What?
I think there is some fundraising going
I
on
don't think it's-
in this match, but
Yeah.
I don't think it has anything to do with his wife.
I got news for you. Phil Mickelson doesn't need to raise funds to take care of his wife and whatever ailment she might have.
Big George says, Berg, I love you, man. Hang in there. You got this tumor thing. Just remember what Arnold said in Kindergarten Cop. It's not a tumor. Well, but George, it is, or else they wouldn't be operating. But
yeah.
Baby Got Dak says, happy birthday to Fed Fan and sending Berg some positive vibes and well wishes for a speedy recovery. Screaming Eagle says, Berg, you are a true warrior. Hang tough, and I know you will prevail. Fed Fan says, I'll keep you in my prayers, Berg. By the way, they're doing it in celebration of everyone born on July 6th. That golf tournament's for me. Okay, that I can understand that they're doing that for Fed Fan.
Yeah.
And she says, Mickelson has much nicer calves than DeChambeau.
Well, that's true.
We will take your word for that. Thunder the Santa Barbarian says, hey, gang, not much into NBA myself, but hope the Suns come through for all my friends in Arizona. No more freaky faces on the YouTube, Phil. That was frightening. Yeah, you got to stop with the tongue, Phil. Stop with the tongue.
I always use a bit too much tongue.
Yeah. Well, okay. I'm just moving on. Good Cat says, I sure hope the Suns can break the coin toss curse against the Bucks.
That's
Right,
what you're going
so
to be
here's-
putting all your good energy into.
No. You, Phil, he's not talking about the actual.
Yeah.
Here's what happened. The draft. The draft back in 1968, they had to flip a coin, and the Bucks won the toss and got Lou Alcindor, who turned out to be who?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah. So the Suns, imagine how different their fortunes might have been back then had they got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I'm just saying that was one of those definitive moments in basketball history. But you know what? I don't think there's a curse, man. Hey, listen, we have the better team. There ain't no curse.
That would be
We're going to be fine.
That would be a crazy historical flip of fortune, because then the Phoenix Suns would have had the honor to then trade Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to a
No,
much
they wouldn't
better
have traded him. They would have
franchise.
won championships with him.
Well, I mean, the Bucks won championships with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar too. He gifted them a couple before.
So what?
Transcending to a higher level of play and stature.
Says a man who's been a Los Angeles Lakers fan for less than 3 months.
But we
Shut
go
up, Phil.
hard in
Shut
the
up,
paint.
Phil. Shut up, Phil. Thundar the Santa Barbarian says best wishes to the Berg and happy birthday to Fed Fan. Mr. Wilbur says, what? We traded Bill Russell? The Bill Russell from the Boston Celtics? We traded him to Milwaukee this year?
No.
Could you imagine the trading rights to Bill Russell now? Ooh, that's just a cap relief if I ever heard it.
Kiss the Cooks is Berg, wishing you a speedy recovery, brother. Would like to drop off a dinner for you once you're home. But if you or the family need anything, don't hesitate to ask. Is he supposed to ask you the text line, or do you know him? Because
It's a good question, Jeff.
Can you give out? Yeah, I was going to say, can you give his
maybe he says okay. You can find him easily on the Twitterverse though. Boomer Sooner says every pet would feed 10,000 people.
What? What kind of chihuahuas you raising?
I think he meant bet, but let's go with this. Every pet would feed 10,000 people. So this whole thing is about feeding America and hunger. So all the money earned in their side bets on the 18 holes will go to charity. Pretty good event. By the way, I think that's 15 putts, 14 in a row, missed by 15th by an inch. I'm all right. So how many
That would
pets
explain
do
all
you
the
need?
cows that they're gulping around.
So one pet will feed 10,000 Americans?
Yeah.
Boomer? Kind of pets. Fed Fam says, thank you for the birthday wishes, everybody. Fundar says, best wishes to Berg and happy birthday to Fed Fam. Nissa Wilbur says the Bucks won only one championship with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The Suns would have won many more.
Oh, is that a fact?
I have more important question for the super fans of the Fourth Dimension, all the listeners here at the Daily Blender on 1580 Fanatic, and that is this: the MVP of the NBA Finals.
Yes.
The sports books have Chris Paul at the top on that. I kind of have to think Devin Booker's got to be competing for that the way he's playing, right? So let me give you the stats here. Caesar Sportsbook has Chris Paul listed as plus 170 to be named MVP. All right, so Devin Booker is next behind him at plus 260 to be the MVP, and then followed by that at 375 is Antetokounmpo. So let's go back to Chris Paul and Devin Booker. Clearly, in the growth, in the maturation, in the progression of the Phoenix Suns to being what they are now, you do give a lot of that credit to two people. That's Chris Paul and Monty Williams. But as far as outright bizarre talent, don't you kind of look at Devin Booker as that guy and how he plays goes the games, you know, and he was wearing that mask and he had his nose all busted up by Patrick Beverly. Yeah. The Suns weren't doing that great. I mean, there's all sorts of reasons for that, but I kind of almost feel like Booker might be the MVP of the finals. I mean, we won't know till the games are played, but I'm not sure about this this line from Vegas.
I have a question, Jeffrey.
Yes, Randy White, 1580 Fanatic there.
Yeah, thank you. What's the odds on Frank Kaminsky winning that?
I believe he's not even on my page.
I'm putting $1,000 on Frank Kaminsky to win the MVP of the finals.
You know,
why don't you let me make that bet for you?
Yeah, no, give it to me and I'll
give you the
Frank
money. I'll go
Kaminsky.
make the bet for you.
What's the odds on that one?
I believe he falls under others for 50,000 plus.
DeAndre Ayton is 20 to 1. Drew Holiday 10 to 1.
Jeff Teague even is listed before Frank Kaminsky.
You actually found Kaminsky? What's he at?
No, I don't have Frank Kaminsky. I just have, I believe.
Who's Jeff Teague?
Jeff Teague. Come on, man. Don't do Jeff
Is he
Teague
on the
like that.
Suns?
He's on the Bucks.
Well, then why the hell would I know him?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Probably
and why
the
the hell would you even bet that?
The lowest level MVP odds I can find for the Phoenix Suns is Cameron Johnson at plus 15,000.
I'm not going to go with. I'm not going to go with the chalk here, man. Hey, give me Abdul Nader. I'll put $1,000 on him.
1,000 on Frank Nader. What'll that get him?
Abdul Nadir.
We don't have him. I even got Javon Carter for you. I got Torrey Craig.
Who are those
He's
guys?
asking for Krasinski.
Kaminsky. I don't give a damn
Frank
about the rest of those guys.
I don't got him.
Yeah, give me Frank the Tank for 1,000.
All right. Well, whatever the case, who is the MVP really? Is it Chris Paul or is it going to be Devin Booker? DeAndre Ayton could be floating around in there if he just goes 8 bleep and has a great series. So, you know, and listen, I get the idea you want to bet value, but I get the idea you want to bet a winner, but let's not think about betting. Let's think about who do you really think in this series will show up and be the MVP?
Well, there's no doubt in my mind. First of all, being an old baseball player, I don't like to talk about this stuff before the games start playing. Okay, so that's just let me be clear, and this is all speculation on my part. I think that Chris Paul would be your front runner to win the MVP. Look what he's done for this team, and look what he did for the team in the playoffs. When he was in there, it was Chris Paul that kept this team going forward. It wasn't Devin Booker. And listen, Devin Booker is a great, monumental player and is going to be a superstar for many years to come in his own right. But I think Chris Paul, when he was the guy that almost single-handedly delivered the knockout punch to the LA Clippers in that last game, lest we forget what kind of a night he had with, by the way, torn up hand. His right hand had the ligament damage.
Yeah, I forgot about that. So I'm going to ask Turncoat Phil, Benedict Fildo, whatever you want to call him. I'm going to ask the former Suns fan here.
What was that? What'd you sneak in there?
Fildo.
Is that? Can I assume safely that it's off of Fredo from The Godfather? Is that
Ooh. Whatever gets you through the night, kid?
God.
So here's the question: what would they do about Chris Paul's kicking out?
Who's they? Like, are you talking about the NBA?
The Bucks. I don't want to give them any ideas, but
Oh.
let's face it, they're not listening to this station. So if you are the hapless Milwaukee Bucks who have no shot without 100% Giannis Antetokounmpo, and you're looking at tape because it's the Bucks, they can't afford digital there, so it's literally looking at tape up there in Milwaukee. Well, all the money went to the Packers, so they're sitting there watching there on the old Victrola, they're watching, the moving pictures of the games, and they're seeing Chris Paul do his little kick out flop thing he does. Let's face it. I mean, we're honest. He's a flopper. And you're thinking, how do we play against that? How can we counter that and not let him get away with those fouls? What can they do to stop Chris Paul's kick out flops?
I don't know that they're necessarily even going to isolate. If I were the Milwaukee Bucks and you're looking at somebody like their head coach Budenholzer, who very much so does not make in-game adjustments. He has a game plan to start out a game, and that's it. If I'm him, what I'd try to do is to have Chris Paul, specifically knowing that he has that hand ligament damage. What I would do is have him go off and try to recreate his Clippers offensive output, because that was very much an aberration within his career. Very rarely will you see Chris Paul put up more than even 13 shots a game. So I don't think that they're actually going to be looking to get rid of his kicking out, his flopping tendencies. I think they're going to try and demand that he does that, because if I have Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton at my guard positions as the Milwaukee Bucks, I think that you're going to probably put Drew Holiday and assign him to defensively try and stop Devin Booker, because you're worried at him as an offensive threat. Other than that, Chris Paul, you're just going to try and clog up passing lanes for him, and then hope that he takes all the easy shots that you're going to give him, and just hope that he misses. I think that that's the only way that you can sustain any type of defensive pressure against these offensive guards that the Phoenix Suns have.
I didn't ask about any of that. You just didn't answer anything about. I was talking about the kick out flop thing.
I don't think that they're going to try to
answer that. What do you think, Randy?
I think you're not going to be able to stop Chris Paul. You're going to have to deal with him. You're going to have to try to, as Phil said, block passing lanes. But as far as the kick out, I don't think they have a plan on that, unless they're going to just over exaggerate some sort of a flop and really try to play it against them. That's the only way I can see them combating
flopping.
Yeah. So
see, if that was a better answer than yours, Phil.
Well, they're not going to try and
why didn't you come up with that?
It.
I just hope they're not going to turn this into the damn Phantom of the Opera, where everybody's an actor out there. Give me a break. No, Phil, no.
Devin has the mask.
Inside your mind.
It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
For the ones who get going when the going gets tough, and the ones who know we're tougher together. For the Pathfinders breaking new ground, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as fast access to experts and 24/7 customer support. Because we know you have people depending on you, so you can always depend on us. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents Doug.
Breathe out and repeat after me. Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Your bird is eating my candles.
Your bird is eating my candles.
No, seriously, he's making a mess.
No, seriously.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Get a customized quote at libertymutual.com.
Last summer, Arizona experienced record heat. Hottest summer in Arizona history. 145 days of 100+ degrees. 53 days of over 110. Summer heat is starting sooner and it's lasting longer, and your power bills are more expensive every year. Take control of your power bills. Call Harman Solar today. Harman Solar is locally owned and operated. They use top-of-the-line equipment, and they're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Call Harman Solar, 800-281-3189, or go to harmansolar.com. Harman Solar is an REC certified solar professional.
Mortgage rates are nearing all-time lows. Now is the time to refinance or purchase a home and take advantage of the low-rated environment. District Lending can help. We are a local mortgage broker that's been helping Arizona homeowners for years. We have rates into the low twos on certain products, and we never charge any lender fees. Call or text 480-694-7890, or you can check out our rates at districtlending.com/rates. NMLS ID 1835285, equal housing lender.
Distracted driving is dangerous, Arizona. When you pick up your phone to send a text message, you're putting lives at risk. When you pick up your phone to take a call, you're putting lives at risk. When you pick up your phone to check an email, you're putting lives at risk. And now, when you pick up your phone while driving, it's also against the law in Arizona. Don't get a ticket. Don't pick up your phone. Sponsored by Arizona Chapter National Safety Council and Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
Summertime. And your summer home for sports in the Valley has what you need to cool you off. The NBA is looking to crown a new champion. The NHL gives another team the right to spend a year with Lord Stanley's Cup. Baseball is gaining momentum towards the playoffs. The NFL opens training camp to get ready for a new season. Yes, summertime is the best time of the year. Stay up to date with everything summertime has to offer on your summer home for sports. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, and always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports. That just haunts your dreams now, doesn't it, Randy?
Yeah, thanks a lot. Appreciate that.
Found a video and I put it up to the camera here on our YouTube feed of somebody, hit a drive down the fairway there, went off a little bit to the side.
Yeah.
And it hit and basically landed in a bee's nest, like a yellow jacket's nest on the ground. And it was down deep in there. And the guy put the camera up next to it, and all of a sudden, all these yellow jackets start flying out of it.
Yeah.
At
That's
that point,
it's not a favorable day on the course.
No, it's you basically you take a mulligan on that one, right? You just drop it over about 9 feet to the left instead of inches.
I take my driver. I get two driver lengths away from the hazard, and then I'll take a drop there. Yeah,
quickly as possible, so as you don't get stung by all them yellow jackets.
Yeah,
horrible. Wilbur is on the line. Mr. Wilbur says, "Okay, Fourth Dimension faithful, here's my airtight prediction for the over/under." Okay, so the over/under tonight is 219.5.
All right.
Boy, I don't even know where to go with that, to be honest. I'm feeling like the Suns will win by 20. But I don't know. I don't know what the speed will be. But anyways, he says tonight's game, here's the lock. Here's the airtight prediction.
All right.
I'm going with the under. Therefore, if you are smart, you should take the over.
Okay. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You should take the over.
That's right.
Because Mr. Wilbur had the under, and we are fading Mr. Wilbur every time.
Right. Yeah. As you should me. I'm not even going to make a prediction. I'm just going to agree with Mr. Wilbur to give you even more credibility as a fade. So, yes. So he says under, 219 points, Randy. I got to be honest. It does seem a little low, doesn't it?
Well, it does. However, I think this is going to be this is a game where the Phoenix Suns are hungry. They're excited. It's the finals. There's been a bunch of hype. They're going to come out. They're going to play fast, and I think there'll be no problem covering that and going over.
Big George. By the way, Phil, over under. What do you got? It's 219.5. What are you taking?
I got under, and I feel fairly confident about it. Both Mike Budenholzer and Monty Williams like to play defense, and even with the Phoenix Suns, as successful as they are, they're not necessarily predicated on making threes. Neither are the Milwaukee Bucks. So when they want to play defensively, both teams more so than not will want to get easy buckets in the lane with twos, trading twos. I take the under and feel fairly confident about it.
Big George says, what's the difference between a yellow jacket, a wasp, and a hornet? I've never been able to tell the difference.
About 75 cents.
They're all a-holes. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
Every single a yellow jacket, a wasp, and a hornet. The yellow jacket, can they die after they sting you once? I think the yellow jackets are kind of like bees. I don't know about the hornet. I don't know. If it flies and goes, they're all need to be smacked down out of the sky.
Yeah,
except for bees. You can tell bees, though. Be nice to the bees. We need the bees. We run out of bees, then we're screwed. Let's see here. Boomer Sooner Thank you for that. Blissful Hayes says, I'm betting big Frank Kaminsky will be finals MVP. Are you actually betting that? Or are you just saying that? I want to
There's
see a
another
ticket.
believer right there.
I want to see a ticket, Blissful Hayes. Cam, the Suns fan, says Suns in 5, and DeAndre Ayton will be the MVP.
Oh, boy. All right, there's a stretch. I see what I did there, stretch.
Yeah, I see it, 'cause it's yeah, I got it. Napa Bob says, I, Priska Patel. I write a blender show for Napa Bob, my husband. Oh my God. I need to take another look at that. Because the English is a bit messed up. But I hope this is not Napa Bob screwing around. But we may have lost Napa Bob.
Oh. My one supporter.
What the hell is wrong with you? That's one text I hate to see. I hope that's not real. But geez, well, I'm going to read it because I think it might be. She says, sorry, English not good. She says, I'm in India and I fly back and find the doctor say, okay, now that can't be real. That can't be real. Okay, I'm going to hold off on this one. There's a chance that, yes, there's a chance that this whole thing is boo-boo, but yeah, I'm not really sure that this is a legit text. So if we have lost Napa Bob, rest in peace, Napa Bob. If this is all a big joke, ain't funny at all. Good Cat says, Phil, did you know about the coin toss? As a Lakers fan, shouldn't you know how the Lakers acquired one of the most dominant players in NBA history?
Well, I know that LeBron James got there.
By the way, happy birthday, Fed fan. Happy birthday.
Yeah,
happy birthday.
I know that LeBron James went over there in free agency. Not much to it. So,
Good Cat says, what's LeBron's chances of winning the Finals MVP this year?
0.
Wait, yeah, he's not there because the Suns whooped his crybaby ass. Oh, burn in hell, Lakers. Mr. Wilbur says, if you're smart, take the over. Lost Toby says, more people are going to bet on CP3, which sportsbooks want, and that's how they get you. The only way Chris wins MVP, if this is his last name, ends up being Middleton. Oh, come on, Lost Toby.
Wow.
He's hating. Ukla the Mock says, Philbo Baggins, burn in hell. I'll be your bookie, Randino. I've set the odds at 50-1.
Nice.
Mile High Guy says, shut up, Phil. Fed Fan says, if anyone in the fourth dimension is friends with Aaron Rodgers, tell him he needs a haircut. Yeah, okay. He needs a haircut. I don't have it up on the screen, but I'm not sure about this Aaron Rodgers character.
Why?
Well, he's saying, I worked on my mental health. It's almost like, are you being a wise ass, Aaron Rodgers? Because that's like the big hot topic right now. A lot of athletes who are coming out and saying, hey, mental health is a serious thing. And now he's like, no, I'm not getting together with the team. I've been really working on my mental health. You trying to be a wise ass there, Aaron Rodgers. Ain't funny, man. It ain't funny. Now, if you actually have been going to therapy and taking care of your business, well, then, that's all fine and good. But if that's a joke, it ain't funny.
Well, I don't know what he intends to gain by making a statement if it is indeed a falsehood.
He talks a lot of crap, Randy.
Well, but talking crap is one thing, but mocking mental health is clearly something else. And he really does have a mental issue if he's using that and mocking the serious issue of mental health. Give me a break. I hope it's not true. I hope he is indeed working on his mental health.
Yeah, I would hope that we could all assume that this isn't a joke and not put that on him that he is joking until we find out otherwise. Because if he were to be joking about it, that I would lose a lot of respect that I do have for Aaron Rodgers.
King of Kitten says, be warned for anyone who's going to special order a hot and cold Delta faucet. Could take 6 months to arrive. Just a Tip says, good afternoon, gentlemen. I wish Bert peace and good wishes. He's a fine and glorious person. Not sure about that whole Red Sox thingy, but go Suns. Napa Bob got married, says Lost Toby. Poor guy. He'll be missed. Big George says, I agree, Jeffrey. Don't mess with the bees. I am able to differentiate bees from those 3 awful flying and stinging machines, but differentiating between them is always difficult. No, it's not. Oh, it's easy to tell because the bees are kind of chubby and kind of hairy, like me and Randy. And the yellow jacket and the wasp and the what was the other one? The hornets.
Yeah,
they're like little raving lunatic millennials. You know what I mean? They're all skinny and. Of course, that's not true because a millennial can't hurt you, really. I don't know. What should we compare the wasp and hornet and yellow jacket to? Can't be millennials, so
Conor McGregor.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, we'll see. He's fighting this weekend. It's the 3rd fight in the trilogy with Dustin Poirier. I think Conor might have gotten too rich and too complacent, and I think that he might end up getting his butt kicked this weekend.
Have to wait and see.
Yeah. Of course, with all that money, he could have been super focused in his training, and he wants to go out a badass, and because that helps his brand. And then he retires, and he can say, "Hey, look, I won the trilogy." So
well, that's what makes some of the greats so great is that you see this a lot in the NBA specifically because it's a superstar-driven league. That
here he goes. With LeBron.
I do think that no matter what you fall on LeBron, you do have to respect the fact that he's reached the pinnacle of the NBA and still not rested on his laurels. Even if you hold nothing else impressed about him,
he spends $1 million a year on his body, yet he missed half the damn season and still whined away and lost. So Father Time is undefeated, and LeBron needs to realize that his time has come and gone.
What are you talking about, man?
I thought it was in English. Was
that
English, Randy?
He was on.
I understood it perfectly.
He was on an MVP arc that would have had him be the oldest MVP in the entire NBA's league. No, it's not. But you still have to be impressed by the fact that he's that dedicated, both monetarily, physically, and emotionally in himself and in his body, not cheating out the fans of his appearance.
Well, I think the godfather of Arizona basketball, one Mr. Jerry Colangelo, said it best when he said, LeBron's time with the Olympic teams has come to an end.
Yeah, it's not even an invitation, just, we good.
we all good here.
We good. 888-368-1580. Large Marge says, this game is big. Bring out Brother Maynard. Go Suns. And the count is 5, 7 being too many, and 4 being too few. So he's calling the Suns in 5.
All right.
I have my broom handy. I'm going to walk around with the broom until the finals are over. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk around with the broom.
Let's hope you don't walk around with the broom too much, because what happens if tonight it turns out to be a catastrophe?
Oh, well, then I will not walk around with the broom anymore.
I got your 6 there, Jeff.
Then I'm going to get my baseball bat that's all wrapped with barbed wire like that fellow from The Walking Dead. That's what I'm going to do. Shut up anybody who laughs at me for making the broom comment.
All right.
Thundar, the Santa Barbarian, says, the difference is the Wasp was a reduced size Yorktown class carrier, and she was sunk at Guadalcanal. Yeah, the Hornet was a full-size fleet carrier that launched the Doolittle raid and fought in the Battle of Midway. She was also sunk at Guadalcanal. Because they are both sunk at Guadalcanal, lots of people get confused. Yeah, all right, so the Wasp, fine, the Hornet, but what about the Yellow Jacket, Thundar? Smart guy.
Yeah.
What about the Yellow Jacket? I'll wait. How long do we wait? Because like with the 7-second delay, it's could be a minute. Randy, what do you think? I don't think there was a Yellow Jacket in the Navy, was there?
I don't think so. The USS Yellow Jacket.
Is there a Yellow Jacket like fighting aircraft? Sounds like that'd be a good aircraft.
No, I don't think so. It would be a nice name for a military aircraft. Yes.
Yeah. Still waiting on Large Marge. Who was it? Who was it?
Was it Large Marge?
Oh, it's Thundar. Yeah.
Thundar. Yeah.
It's not 5 o'clock, so Ron can't get mad at us for this.
This reminds me, I've got to cut some boxes down on my side yard.
Oh yeah, I got one of those ceramic utility knives. You seen those little ceramic blades?
No, I haven't. Okay, all right.
It's weird. It's a little weird. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
But being as sharp as the day is long.
Oh, I bet it is. Yeah, this is just a standard old razor blade. Yeah.
No rust. It sits in my toolbox. Never gets rusty.
Kind of like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Still no word from Thunder the San Barbarian on the Yellow Jacket. So
I think we're going to have to call it.
There's, I hate to do that.
Yeah.
All right. We'll just move on, I guess. Yeah.
Don't know why I have Scotch tape in my office here.
Thunder the Santa Barbarian has come through. He says Yellow Jackets are called life jackets in the Navy. So no carrier has been named.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Yeah.
Kind of anticlimactic a little bit there. Yeah.
Really was. Yeah.
There's no Yellow Jacket aircraft anywhere? Somewhere?
I don't think so.
There's a Yellow Jacket flying club, a lot of Yellow Jacket planes, but ships.
Well,
there's no
club
Yellow
is-
Jacket military aircraft, is
Yeah,
there?
they ain't got no guns. It doesn't matter. All right. Well, that made me sad. Now I don't know if I can finish this show now. By the way, so a lot of people got very sad. Do you you ever watch them eating competitions on the TV?
Oh,
Randy?
yeah. I like that. I didn't get to see it this year. I was a little sidetracked, but yes.
Neither
Yes,
did a
I
lot of
did.
people.
Yeah.
You know why? Because
Why?
ESPN lost their feed twice during the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. And it was on like proper ESPN. And you see these people, and then like for 30 seconds, nobody did anything in the control room. You saw this like, and then they fired off a DraftKings commercial, right? And then it happened again later, right there at that point. And they're like, oh, look, there goes the old Joey Chestnut there, stuffing his face. And then it froze again. So
Oh,
nobody
boy.
got to see how it went. But when it came back on, they're like, here's your trophy. So nobody got to actually see Joey Chestnut break that record of 75
Wow.
hot dogs. And only the people there in person got to see it and verify what happened. So, yes, Joey Chestnut won. Y'all knew he
Yeah.
would.
Yeah.
But if you're watching on the TV, you were angry.
I have actual audio from the control room when that happened this past weekend, Jeffrey. This is exclusive.
Go ahead.
Only to the Daily Blender. Here it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So was the fist fight before the video feed went out, or is it the cause of the video feed?
I think it might have been the cause. I'm not really clear. This is raw. It's complete. I apologize.
Wow.
It's completely unedited.
I'm going to be betting that somebody had a wager. Something went horribly wrong there.
Wow. That sounds violent.
Mr. Wilbur says Georgia Tech.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
think
they're the
that
Yellow
is
Jackets.
Does
Yeah.
nothing for me.
Yeah.
Skull says Sharon Rogers is thankful for having the opportunity to take time to work in the off season there for his sex change.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's just a bit too
come
much,
on,
Vikings
man.
fan. That's a bit
Wow.
too much.
Come on.
Senior Wake, be better, Skull. Senior Wake and Bake says, sup, duo. Hey, Elephant Boy, time to ante up, jackass. I'm all in. Suns and 4.
Wow.
Navy Brads. Is this clip with the control room almost done?
Yeah.
yet?
Okay. Well, it's still got a while. Yeah, it was crazy.
Send me the YouTube feed on
I
that.
apologize. It's unedited. Yeah.
Navy Brad says the Navy has an F-18 Super Hornet. That counts. Yeah, but
Well,
we're
it's
looking
not a
for
Yellow Jacket.
Yellow
Yeah.
Jacket there.
Yeah.
Bedfan says girl from Tucson won the ladies division. In what?
Hot dog eating, I believe.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, you know, the girls in Tucson, you get a lot of wieners in those mouths. Thundar San Barbarian says, cheer up, Jeffrey. Yellow Jackets in the University of Rochester. Okay. Good Cat says, conspiracy theory. ESPN finally realized that competitive eating is not a sport and they shouldn't be airing it. So somebody had a crisis of faith and took a stand and said, I'm pulling the plug on this feed. This is not sports.
And that's what happened. That's how this whole thing started. Okay. All right.
Mhm,
All right. Wow.
Did you guys
that
watch
person
that?
would be a hero.
Yeah.
Rachel
Yeah.
Nichols, not so much.
Not so much. Did you
Not
guys?
so much.
Did you guys watch the competition where they chugged jugs of lemonade?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
They
Did he say
chugged-
something about jugs?
Yes, they chugged
Oh.
jugs
Chug jugs of lemonade.
of lemonade. Like a full
that was
gallon.
on ESPN?
That was on ESPN. That followed the Joey Chestnut was still digesting and looking on as this very large and bulbous man guzzled an entire gallon of lemonade.
Wow.
Quicker than anybody else.
It'd be funny at the end, they were like, ha, it wasn't lemonade. Oh. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and change the subject. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
I need some backup. I got to get these trucks to Tuscaloosa by 2.
Trevor's Trucking needs 3 18-wheeler drivers with commercial licenses ASAP, or his company will stall.
If we don't move the rigs before this weekend, we're going to be in trouble.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed, you do. With Indeed Instant Match, we immediately show you quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed meet your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey everybody, Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends over at the Lund Mortgage Team. Now, we've seen interest rates go as low as we've seen them in years recently. We've also seen them bouncing around. A lot of uncertainty of what is going on in the loan game as far as mortgages are concerned. That's why I lean on my friends at the Lund Mortgage Team. They have been in business for 20 plus years here in the Valley. They only lend in Arizona. They are trusted. They'll get you that reliable quote. And if you're thinking about refinancing, whether it's to just lower your rate, maybe lower the terms of your rate, maybe down to 15 or 20 years, or if you're like, hey, we got a lot of debt on the side, we got some problems going on, we want to consolidate debt, or I've always wanted a pool. Now's the time to do it. Take some of that equity out, refinance, and get things done around your house that you want. But you got to use the best in the business. That's the Lund Mortgage Team. 623-875-9940, 623-875-9940, or check them out online, lundmortgage.com.
Hey guys, Jeffrey O'Brien here. And after hearing about all the success these other guys have had here at the radio station with Valley Medical Weight Loss, I finally joined in, and man, am I glad I did. I'm already seeing results. What's great about Valley Medical Weight Loss is how easy they make it to lose weight at any one of their 3 Valley locations, and they help you customize a plan that works for your lifestyle and, more importantly, your wallet. Get with them today and see what program works best for you. Mention Fanatic, you'll get your first week free. Check them out at valleymedicalweightloss.com.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me in my classes when I give attention to detail to the task at hand. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my country safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Arizona Army National Guard. Aired by the Arizona Broadcasters Association and this station.
The Fanatic.
David Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports. So, all right, lots of stuff going on. We got the match. Who's winning right now, by the way? Does anybody know what the current situation is there with the match, which is, I believe, Phil Mickelson and Tom Brady versus Brian DeChambeau and Aaron Douche Rogers. So,
yeah, you want to know who's winning?
I
The
hope
people
it's-
who set it up, who are getting money off of this.
No. What's the score? What's the score? There's got to be a score. Come on. Who's winning this?
Isn't there
match? Don't they have the information up somewhere? You guys could find it. Because I want it to be Phil Mickelson and Tom Brady. And as a Colts fan, that's just because I think I don't like Aaron Rodgers more than I don't like Tom Brady.
Let's see. Highlights, the match, start time. Okay.
Really don't need the commentary as you go through that, Randy. And just let me know.
Tom Brady, clutchest player ever, just keeps dropping clutch putt after clutch putt in the match today in the hills of Montana. He
Really
is
just
a mountain
looking for a
goat.
score? Does anybody
Yeah.
know?
I believe Mickelson and Brady are one up.
Only by one stroke?
One up.
Oh, wow. That's very close.
Yeah.
Not good.
Looks like they tied on the 2nd and 5th hole.
Mr.
And,
Bringle wants to know if Sergio Garcia can weigh in on this match. It's a very tight match.
Well, I don't know what's going on here. I'm sure that Sergio is quite glued to his television set.
Can't be bothered.
From somebody known as Zway on Twitter says if a player balls out in a match and then misses a pen, that doesn't make him a fraud. Yeah.
I don't, what, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What, are you getting tweeted?
I'm just looking on the Twitterverse for this. That was 3 minutes ago by someone named Zway.
Okay, not really helping. But thanks, Randy. 888-368-1580.
Yeah, doesn't say anything about their
no score.
No score. No.
Large Marsh says it's a beautiful course. He says, I'm watching. Score seems irrelevant, though, to everybody. But yeah, Fed Fan says, yep, Mickelson's team is up by 1. Just a tip says, Randy, another great job with Chief on the race setup there Friday. Alex Hayden said, Road America is all about who can downshift smooth with no wheel hopping. That is some high-end knowledge right there. I'll be watching the rear ends as Cars Corner. Also, I think our man Michael McDowell would and should kick the bleep out of Daniel.
Well, yes.
The race already happened, I thought.
Yes, a race. No, Phil.
Don't go Elton John on us, man.
No, don't make me get the rolled up paper out again.
No.
There is a lot of action this past weekend at Road America, and you're right. Alex Hayden was 100% right. As you go into turns, using your engine, not so much your brakes, using your engine to kind of break the speed of the car, you downshift. Jeffrey, you know this. And what can happen is because there's those cars at 750 plus horsepower, you can really bring those wheels to a standstill if you don't do it correctly. So yeah, it was a good race. It was a good race, actually.
Yeah. I don't think a lot of people know what downshifting is anymore. Most cars are automatic transmission, and most people don't even know how to drive a stick. So downshifting won't make any sense to them at all.
Right.
Except for the way you just described it there, which is to allow the engine to do the braking and not your brake braking. Oh, by the way, I'm halfway through Ford versus Ferrari.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Gotta say, that's some pretty amazing stuff. I love that movie so far.
Nice.
So far. I'm not a fan of Ford. And the more I see the douche nozzles that ran Ford, probably still do, the more I don't like Ford. But Carroll Shelby and the team that put together, what they did, it was pretty amazing. So I can respect that engine. I can respect the Ford vehicle that Bob Bondurant won in and raced in, and that is a pretty car. It's a pretty car. But in general, yeah, it's a great movie. It was a lot of fun.
Good.
Stars Christian Bale with, I don't know if that's really his mole or if they put that on him. It's very distracting by his nose. And then Matt Damon also in the movie. Yeah,
No.
we watched half of it last night. Going to watch the rest tonight.
I believe he plays the part of Carroll Shelby, does he not? Yeah, Matt Damon. Yeah.
Yes, he does. And by the way, looks nothing like him.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, Carroll Shelby was a manly man. He was like a Marlboro-looking man.
Oh, yeah.
Matt Damon just, is always Ben Affleck's second choice.
Mm.
And then Christian Bale, though, he does a pretty good job of representing who he's trying to look like. But still, both these boys are too pretty to play the people they're really playing. But that's the way it works. Let's see. Number one Rattler fan says, awesome fireworks show on Sunday. And the Rattlers played excellent second half against Tucson. Rolled them. There you go. Thank you for that update, Rattlers fan. But we just assumed that the Rattlers won. Moist One says, his name was Carol. My grandfather's name was Carol. It's an Irish name, you turd. Blissful Hayes says, was that Dusty Road America race yesterday?
No, Dusty Road had nothing to do with the Road America. That's a lot of people get that myth taken for the American Dream Dusty Road, but it had nothing to do. Road America is a racing facility where I am a wrestling facility.
Fed Fan says they're hitting the ball for longest drive right now. If you go over 300, then 300,000 people get fed. 400 feet, 400,000 people. If you have the ability to do that, shouldn't you just do it anyways, regardless of how far the stupid golf ball goes? It's like, sorry, Johnny, they only hit the ball 301 feet and we're out of food. Sorry.
Yeah, Dustin DeChambeau should probably win this. I'm sorry, Bryson DeChambeau should probably win this. He's the longest driver on the tour. But Phil Mickelson has been hitting him up there 330, 340 yards. So it'll be interesting to see how far this goes.
Large Mars says, okay, Jeff, go. You stopped halfway through the movie. So did I. How many great movies did you watch half of? Well, I've always watched all of them. But last night, around the time we were watching the movie, it started getting a little bit late and we need to go to bed. That's all. Just got tired. Still want to see it. Thundar, the best Santa Barbarian, says, after the show, Jeffrey, please explain to Phil that downshifting doesn't mean moving around in the seat while you're going downhill in the car. I thought that was going to go a different way.
I do like to be downwind.
Moist One says, no wonder you're so feminine, Jeffrey. Why don't you come over here? I'll show you how feminine my fist is. Good Cat says, what's Dusty Rhodes' take in his pick for tonight, the Suns and the series and all
Well,
that?
listen, American Dream, Dusty Road. Listen, Daddy, the Phoenix Suns are a team of destiny, and Dusty Rhodes is calling a Phoenix Suns championship this year, the 2021. So listen, Daddy, the Suns will come and do work tonight, and then they will continue to do work, and it's going to be an exciting time in Phoenix. American Dream, Dusty Rhodes out.
Did you just call that guy Daddy? Just
Jeffrey, you hate being called
I didn't.
baby. But
I didn't.
Do you prefer
Dusty
daddy or
Rhodes
baby?
did.
I'd rather neither.
What about baby daddy?
No, that just no, thank you. That generally is not a very good conversation. Big George says Batman is very good in that movie, Ford versus Ferrari.
Oh yeah.
Dog named Boo says, good luck, my man. Kick the big C right in the package. Thoughts and prayers, my brother. That is Dog named Boo. Giving a shout out to the Berg, who's going under the knife for yet another brain tumor that they have to operate on. So he's been down this road before. He's a fighter. He's a tough SOB. He's got this. But yes, all good thoughts for our friend Berg, over the next few days. Oh, Jesus. Why? Moist One says, promise, Daddy. Okay, that's just enough of that.
Ooh.
So I saw this headline. At first I thought, well, that's kind of surprising. Here's the headline. Jessica Springsteen named the U.S. equestrian team for Tokyo Olympics. That sentence right there just sort of torpedoes the whole working man image for Bruce Springsteen. When you got a daughter who's on the equestrian team. There's a cold day in the stables with my $1 million horse. Come on, man. And my daughter rides the horse like nobody's business. Yeah, boss. Yeah, let's face it. You're the CEO. Listen, I appreciate the 4-hour damn concerts he puts
Or
on.
like
right?
8 hours. Yeah.
And part of me is like, he's giving people their money's worth, but the other part of me is like, you realize, working man, these people got to go to work tomorrow. You don't. So maybe get the Born to Run and Born in the USA and Born to whatever you do, Born to Drink and Drive, whatever it is you do there, Bruce Springsteen, and wrap the damn thing up. Wrap it up for the people.
Born to ride the equestrian event.
Yeah, born to catch an Uber, you drunk son of a bitch. But anyway. I had a few too many, and I drove my Jeep. I guess she's riding a 12-year-old stallion named Don Juan Van Donkove. No,
you don't say.
So no, Randy, stop it.
Hello.
It's just a horse.
Don Juan here.
Ooh. Aren't we all just a horse at the end of the day?
So this girl, she, I made the Olympics, Daddy. That's great, you made the Olympics.
Does he sing?
I'll park your Bentley round back. It's like, all right, sorry, Bruce, the whole thing is done. You're no longer the working man singer. Just stop it. Just stop it, Daddy Warbucks.
I did not realize that Bruce Springsteen sings everything.
Bruce Springsteen. Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
Springsteen.
It's Steen. And he does. He sings everything, I remember when you first rode a horse and I bought the entire farm. Every horse in that was yours when you chose Don Juan. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Nicely done. Very
Thank
nicely
you.
done.
Yeah, very good.
So, by the way, 29-year-old Springsteen has a degree in
I didn't realize he was 29
psychology
years
from
old.
Duke University. And she's really come into her own this year, says Melanie Smith, equestrian legend. She has. I just assume they sound that way.
Wow.
She has said early on she doesn't want to be known as Bruce Springsteen's daughter, but she's definitely using all his money to become her own woman with her own horse.
She doesn't want to be known as the boss's daughter. She wants to be known as Buffy.
I mean, Daddy's got to pay for the horse and the feed and the classes and everything, but she wants to be known as her own person. Okie dokie. Good Cat says, wait, Springsteen's daughter and Phil have something in common. Riding a 12-year-old stallion named Don.
No.
I thought that was going to be a Broncos joke. I swear to God. I thought it.
Wow.
Yeah, bad Good Cat. Bad Good Cat.
Well, while we're on the Olympics, we should mention that there was breaking news. Sha'Carri Richardson will miss the Olympics after her name wasn't included on the roster released by USA Track and Field. I know that
we already knew that. The marijuana is
she was eligible to still be on the relay team, and that's what we found out today. She obviously is going to miss the 100-meter.
So they thought she could be on the relay team. Yes. Well, because here's the thing. It's always puff, puff, pass. And that really is conducive to relays. We need you to pretend this is a giant joint. Go!
Hey, man, it's Team America's loss.
Every chance you get, somebody is running off the track. They take the hand off and they go right to the snack stand.
Oh, no. Munchies!
All right, guys, one more hour of the Daily Blender after this here on 1580 The Fanatic.
This is Dale Hellestrade from my friends at Constructors Bonding. If you need bonds, you can put your trust in Arizona's industry leader for the best service, rates, terms, and capacity anywhere. Constructors Bonding is the #1 rider with 14 sureties and will improve your bond program. Call Dave McKee today to learn how Constructors Bonding will perform for you. 602-432-5929. That's 602-432-5929 or visit cbialliance.com.
We're on a mission to connect every Arizona service member, veteran, and their families to the support and resources they deserve to make sure that there are no barriers to the benefits and services earned through service to our country. Find out how we can assist you in Arizona. Visit connectveterans.org or call 866-4AZ-VETS right now to learn more. This message is brought to you by the Arizona Coalition for Military Families, the Arizona Department of Veteran Services, and Arizona's Be Connected partners.
Mortgage rates are nearing all-time lows. Now is the time to refinance or purchase a home and take advantage of the low-rate environment. District Lending can help. We are a local mortgage broker that's been helping Arizona homeowners for years. We have rates into the low 2s on certain products, and we never charge any lender fees. Call or text 480-694-7890. Or you can check out our rates at districtlending.com/rates. NMLS ID 1835285, Equal Housing Lender.
You don't sit behind a desk every day to earn a living. You're out and about making it happen. And sometimes you get a little bit behind on your paperwork, like bookkeeping and paying your taxes. It's easy to get behind on paying your taxes. It happens to the best of us. And you know what happens next. The big bad IRS comes knocking on your door. And when that happens, you need to call the good old boys at the Tax Doctor. Let them do what they do best. Deal and negotiate with the IRS so you pay the lowest you can in back taxes that the law allows. We are a 100% U.S.-based company, and we've saved our clients millions over the years in back taxes. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, call my friends right now at the Tax Doctor and learn more.
800-628-6070. 800-628-6070. 800-628-6070. That's 800-628-6070.
NASCAR Championship Weekend returns to Phoenix Raceway November 5th through the 7th.
A wild season of unexpected will culminate in Phoenix with drivers putting it all on the line for their shot
at earning the title of NASCAR Cup Series champion.
Featuring 4 championship races in 3 days.
Don't miss your chance to witness history from atop the grandstands as the action goes 5 wide into the iconic dog leg.
Or from up close with access to the fan-friendly infield experience.
Get your tickets to see the NASCAR Championship in person.
Go to PhoenixRaceway.com.
Hurry, tickets won't last much longer.
KQFN Tempe, also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM
and K242 Rolling Hills at 95.9 FM.
It's time for the third
Quiet, people, settle down. Because it's time. Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 5 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. You got Phil in there pushing buttons, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the Harman Solar Studio in Scottsdale. And Good Cat says, sorry for the inappropriate text, Phil. You know, I just can't. No, I'm sorry I accidentally read it. I thought for sure it was going to be something about the Broncos, so I apologize too, Phil.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh, good. We can do all we want now. Send in your horribly inappropriate text. Phil says it's okay.
Oh, good Lord.
I just got to be a little bit better about pre-reading, I guess.
Wow.
Mr. Wilbur says, Jeffrey likes being called Mac Daddy. No, I don't. Number one Rattler fan says, Johora Tech Yellow Jackets once beat a team in football, 222-0. True story. Well, that's very impressive, but we were looking for military aircraft.
Yeah.
Big George says, Berg, when you make it out of your surgery in tip-top shape, which I know you will, I'll eat a ketchup hot dog just for you in celebration.
There we go.
I mean, I'll do that too if that's what we need to happen.
Jeffco, I just wanted to say this past weekend, Miss Kim and I, the Sarge, and my grandchildren went out to that 4th of July event out there in Scottsdale.
Good stuff.
By Subaru. Yeah, it was great. Listen, it was wonderfully done, very well organized. We got in there. The food was good. When you mentioned hot dogs, I had a couple of nice hot dogs, a couple of hamburgers. They had
excellent.
The food was very well prepared. Then there to cap off the evening, 6,000 fireworks. 6,000.
You counted them?
No. The coordinator there of the event after
they told you that. Sure.
Ship Happens, the Yacht Rock group, Ship Happens,
Came
up on the stage. Oh, they all wore the yacht hats as well. We made it some attempts at some Fleetwood Mac, but anyway, he said there's over 6,000 fireworks, and it was an impressive display. So Miss Kim and I and the whole family had a great time out there, and we wanted to thank everybody for letting us do that. Yeah, Jeffrey O'Brien.
I have a question.
Yes,
I have a question. Yeah. So you were inside for the food and the fun and the games and all that.
Yeah.
And then what happened? I was always curious. Did you guys get to walk out to a special area and watch the fireworks, or did you have to?
Yes, you. I
Could you
can't
see them from inside?
Well, no, you couldn't. We were inside that big. You've been out there.
Did they go off inside?
No. That only happened one time in radio, and I can neither confirm nor deny that it was me. Anyway,
still lawsuits pending.
We actually just walked right outside the main building there. It was just a few steps outside. We took our chairs with us that we were sitting on, and we sat down and we enjoyed a wonderful fireworks display. So it was very well done.
So you got to grab your chair from inside and walk it outside.
Yeah.
You didn't have to bring your own furniture.
Nope. You just you went outside. You could continue going inside for water, lemonade, tea.
Cool. Well, we got to definitely get them tickets again next year. And next year, I'm going to join you. I really kind of missed I heard all the damn fireworks, just like Hefty Lefty's dog heard every single one of those 6,000 fireworks here in Queen Creek. All my toothless redneck dumbass neighbors firing off M80s, M90s, M100s, tactical nukes, that kind of thing, just all damn night.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't get to see them. So
that's I will say it was a very impressive fireworks display. We had aircraft circling around, which was a little wonky to me, but other than that, no, it was a great time, and I fully intend on being out there again next year.
Intern at the main event just sent me a photograph of Ship Happens, the entire band. Everybody's wearing a captain's hat, but here's the thing: if everybody's wearing a captain's hat, then who the hell's in charge?
Well, the guy on the keyboard there, if you look at the picture, the guy
is he in charge?
He's the captain. Yeah.
I'm the captain now. I'm the captain now.
I am the captain.
All right. Well, I'm glad to hear it was a lot of fun and really great that all you guys got to go and watch that. So excellent. Box of Screws says, glad to see Phil and the Springsteen daughter have something in common. Expecting Old Stallions to get one over the crossbar. What? I really don't even.
Is that an insult to me or was that an insult to you guys?
I'm really not sure. Fed fan says, hey, I took pictures. Oh yeah. Usually photographs of fireworks are the last thing anybody wants you to put on the Facebook and Twitter, but damn, there's some great photographs Fed fan just sent me down. And that does look nice. Good. Looks like you're close. Wow. That's awesome. Good for you.
Yeah. We
Fed
were
fan.
right there. It wasn't like it was across the way. It was like you walked out of the main building there and you took your seat. And there was grandstand seating on the polo grounds, and just to the left of the polo grounds there is where they were shooting off the fireworks. And just a beautiful, really some beautiful fireworks that happened. So it was really much appreciated by our family.
I love when the stuff we give away on the station ends up being awesome. So that's great. Big thanks to our old pal Jack for that. Okay. By the way, I needed to do this again. I need to remind everybody of something. This is important. It is a good news, maybe bad news kind of thing for 1580 The Fanatic. So the good news is we are moving our tower site to a better location that will give us a cleaner signal and a stronger signal. And at night, you'll be able to hear it better than you were able to before. But the bad news about that is the transitional period. So I don't know when for sure. It may be for a short time. It may be for a little bit. But 1580 AM might be on and off the air a little bit here over the next couple of weeks as they do this work. So I want to remind everybody, if you're a 1580 AM listener, go get our app. You're going to want to get the app because you don't want to miss any of the fun while they're doing this work. Now, listen, after it's over, we're going to sound amazing. We're going to sound better than we ever have. But right now, there is a transitional period where certain things that will have to be turned off. Certain things will have to get turned on. There will be some testing. Easy, Phil. Easy, Phil. In the minute I said that, just stop. So this amount of time, you might hear some stuff, so you might lose us. It might come back, whatever. So just, be ready for it. Have an emergency tap glass. I don't say break because you don't want to break your phone, but an emergency tap the glass in your phone and use the 1580 The Fanatic app. You can get this app by going to 1580thefanatic.com. And, or you're like, I don't want an app on my phone. Well, then just use your phone browser, go to 1580thefanatic.com and use press play, and it'll stream for you straight through your phone. So you don't even need an app. Or you can use TuneIn or YouTube. You can look on Facebook. You can hit play there. There's many places where you can hit play and hear the audio, or you can even watch the video like we've got right now on the YouTube. So many different places where you can get your 1580 The Fanatic fix. I want to let you know ahead of time, there may be some outages over the next couple of weeks, and you don't want to miss anything. So please, when you get home, download the app and be ready to use it if 1580 AM is off air for whatever amount of time it needs to be while this transition is going forward. So 1580thefanatic.com. You can get an app for your iPhone, you can get an app for your Droid, or you can just stream straight through right there. Whatever you guys want to do. I ain't gonna tell you how to live your life, but 1580 AM may be off, maybe on, and it may be inconsistent for a couple of weeks. And we'll let you know when the job is done, but just let you know ahead of time. As much as I do this, as much as I tell everybody, I guarantee you the first day that anybody flips the switch, we're going to get a lot of angry texts. But I'm trying to help you guys out. So tell a friend, 1580thefanatic.com.
Help us help you.
That's right. Just the Tip says, I don't have all day, but I've done some extensive research into the 6,000 languages that exist on Earth today. 1,853 into it. Every single one so far has a phrase that equates to "shut up, Phil." So guess what, Phildo? Caliente Fildo. There's number one.
Wow.
I guess Just a Tip has 1,853 different languages to tell Phil to shut up.
It's going to be a nice long 3 years.
Yeah. Well, I think you should do one every hour. It'll be less time, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
One an hour, Just a Tip, and I think we'll be fine. Big George, no, just stop. It's not going to be that, but it's going to be better. Bruno Baller says, "Hey, Randy, was Presley with you? I believe that's what her name was. She was on here with you once before, I believe, when you were working for home."
Yep. Presley and Easton were with me. The Sarge was with me, and we enjoyed a great evening. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's weird that you would remember that, but thank you. Yeah.
I'm never saying my children's names on the radio. That was a little weird, Bruno. Happy Lefty says, "There's a nice little hill by my house, prime for a tower. I wouldn't mind the signal being 200 yards away." No. We have a bigger and a better site at 4:15:80 a.m. It's
now hold on. Why are we going to look a gift horse in the mouth? We can plant something there that looks like a radio tower, and we can say that it amplifies our signal. Now, how we paint it up, what we do to it, who knows?
Phil, for the last time, no more hydroponic weed farms. Stop it. We're not doing it.
I'm just trying to bring in more revenue for the station.
Well, I walk into the break room and those aren't ferns, Phil. Those aren't ferns. Ferns don't need ultraviolet lights in the ceiling.
Just because they smell a little funny doesn't mean that their feelings don't get hurt.
You smell a little funny.
To bring a little beauty into the office. That's all he was trying to do, Jeffrey.
No, he's trying to make that place a cash cow for himself. Well, they're just not having it.
May have had
just trying to feed the homeless.
You're going to feed the homeless weed? Okay. Ukle the Mock said that's counterproductive because you give the homeless weed, they just get hungrier. Anyway, Ukle the Mock says, "Is your tower rig not big enough, Radio Pal? Maybe old Summit Mail Medical can help."
Oh,
no, our current one, not great. Our next one, way great. Trust us, there's a reason we're doing this. Miss Pringle says, "So what's the blender snacking on for tonight's game, Randy?"
I don't know. Miss Kim just got home. I think maybe pork roast that she made last night. We had steak last Friday night, so probably pork roast.
Well, we've had a lot of Thai food over the last few days, so I'm thinking maybe
so you should be good and cleaned out by now.
Can I tell you something? I like the Thai food. Don't get me wrong. My wife, she's like, "I want some Thai food for my birthday," so I went and got her some Evil Jungle Princess. That's a Thai dish. I had something that I don't remember what it was, and then the boy had some. Well, I don't remember what that was either. A couple of other dishes, but so 3 different dishes. I go pick it up in my car, and as I'm driving, I'm like, Thai food smells like feet. Just seriously, it smelled like nasty feet in my car, and it wasn't me. I checked, and that is just weird. You know what I mean?
And you know what they say? If it smells coming in, it's going to smell coming out.
Most things do either way. I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe some chicken, maybe a little grilling. Phil's not watching tonight because he hates the Suns.
You know, it is Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get tacos. Probably not going to be tacos. FedFam says, they've shown bears, coyotes, and mountain goats on this golf course. And by the way, the golf course hands bear spray out to the golfers as part of their fees. Bear spray.
But good Lord, doesn't it look beautiful?
Montana. That's Montana for you.
Yes.
She says, "I want to see one of these bears chase either Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers. It would make this golf tournament more exciting." Oh, is it boring? By the way, Aaron Rodgers, not maybe running a bit faster than Tom Brady, but neither of these guys run.
Well, keep in mind, I'm sure that the biggest allure of this is not the competitive play on the course. It's more so going to be the commentary you get to hear between both parties. So if she's listening to us, as well she should, it's probably going to be a more boring telecast.
See, I think the Bears would follow Aaron Rodgers because when he runs, he kind of rattles because of those collarbones of his. So I think the Bear would be following after him.
It's an attention getter. Also, as we learned from Anchorman, certain things that Aaron Rodgers does once a month attracts bears. Good Cat says, "Jeffrey, Randy, when you're grilling the bratwurst, do you grill it till it splits open, or do you just grill it till it's cooked?"
Hold on. How come I wasn't asked about this?
Because you don't
how
grill
to grill bratwurst.
That's right.
Yeah.
I cook it and till it's cooked. I don't wait for it to split open. I can tell
when a bratwurst is cooked,
Yeah,
man. You
yeah.
can see. You can little pink ain't bad either.
I take a beer and I parboil it, and then I grill it up real well, and I wait until it's just about ready to split open. Those are the best.
Mm-hmm. No, I use Johnsonville brats, and those things.
That's the way to do it.
I go in there and I set them on their, they come out a little flat out of the package. I set them upright, like vertical on their end, and then I flip it, and then I put it on its side, and I put it on its side. Usually by time I'm done, it's starting to squirt out the juices a little bit there, and that's when I know it's done. Shut up, Phil. Don't even. There's no reason. There's no reason. Let's see here. Large Mars says, been a long day, Rando. You were a treat in the morning. Do you have final motivational speech left in you? It's been since 1993. I'm just saying.
For me, tonight the journey begins. The Phoenix Suns are a team of destiny, and the Phoenix Suns tonight begin the ending route of their search for the championship. This is a team of destiny. It came together just as it was supposed to. All of the moons and the heavens and the planets have aligned, and now the Phoenix Suns will finish it off in a universal conglomeration of greatness and awesomeness. The Phoenix Suns begin their journey of destiny tonight.
Damn right, Randy. Damn right, and well said. How's that from motivational speech, Large Marge? And that, as he enters into his 7th hour of broadcast today, Iron Man Randy White with your motivational speech for Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Nicely done, sir.
Just doing my job. Thank you.
Can I be the first one to officially congratulate the Suns for winning the 2021 NBA Finals? Can I be the first one?
I think he's just trying to jinx us, man.
No, it's not a jinx if you have a
trust
vested
you,
interest.
Phil. I don't trust you, Phil. You have no vested interest in any of it.
Why would I care if the Bucks win?
Because you want to hurt us, Phil. You want to hurt us because we hurt you. Admit it. We hurt you.
Because you can't have dairy products. That's why.
It's another good one right there.
That's true.
So what was I doing?
Randy
say something, and then I got distracted.
Randy was getting inspiring.
Hey, Randy, how you feeling? Are you tired after all this damn broadcasting?
I'm winding down. I feel good. I got one more day tomorrow. Of course, the legend Bruce Cooper will join me, and Joe Pequeno on the morning show tomorrow. So we sit in for Bruce and Dale.
It ain't about doing 7 hours of radio.
No.
You've done that. I've done that because some sons of bitches don't like to show up for work.
Especially after a long all-night shift.
Sure. We've both been there. And that's music radio. Doing talk radio is way, way harder. So that is an Iron Man move for you, Randy White. And to do it 2 days in a row, that's got to be some sort of record somewhere. But hopefully you're not getting too worn out. I know you're sick and tired of Phil's nonsense.
Aha!
Where did we hurt you, Phil? Fish Tank says, bought the new virtual reality Oculus Quest a few days ago. Played poker for about 4 hours. Man, you can really get lost in that virtual reality. Sounds like a great place for Phil to go and stay.
Wow.
My daughter has the Oculus, and she let me play with it. And I was like, holy cow. I didn't think it would be as good as it was, because I saw some commercials and I read some reviews, and I'm like, that's garbage. And then I put on the thing, and there was this zombie game, and you had to climb on these pipes and stuff. And it was just like, I'm turning around. Wow, that was really actually amazing. I might just get myself one. That thing was amazing.
You know how much they run for?
$300.
Yeah.
My daughter had more money than I do. Thundar the Santa Barbarian says the Blender Crew is Breaking Bad. I don't know what he's talking about. Big George says, thanks, Jeffrey. I like to listen faraway stations on my transistor radio in Carlsbad. No special equipment, but I have picked up AM 530 Radio Encyclopedia from Havana, Cuba in Carlsbad.
Havana, Unana.
Hefty Lefty says Thai curry is the way to go. That sweet coconut milk and Thai basil, oh, so fragrant, but not body odor curry smelling like the other countries' curry offerings. Yeah, so I don't know which one of these things smelled like feet. Fed Fan oddly says, you're right, Phil. I have no idea what it was about at 5:15. Now been 4 minutes ago, but clearly Fed Fan is drunk. The Jet says, hi, gentlemen. I'm back. I know Phil missed me. He's going to be super pleased when the Suns kick ass tonight.
Yeah.
Large Marge says, run through a wall, Rando. We'll run through a wall for you.
Thank you.
Mr. Wilbur says, is Dean Blandino going to sit down with a nice glass of wine and some cheese and watch the game tonight?
Well, I've got it all figured out. I've got the incense and the candles burning in the man cave. And I've got the comforter. And of course, the little missus will be ready for halftime. Dean Blandino, sexiest name in sports, out.
Yeah, I wish we hadn't asked that. Just Tip says this will be Devin Booker's finals. If the Suns keep games close, he'll take over. Look at his fourth quarter stats during the playoffs this year. They're Kobe-like. That's what I'm saying. For everybody to go say Chris Paul is a lock for MVP, not so fast. I think it could go to Devin Booker just as easily. All right, we got to take a break. When we come back, we got some other things that are not NBA. We've got to talk about the bad umpire Mount Rushmore. We're going to talk about some Olympic stuff. We're going to talk about some NCAA stuff. And time permitting, we'll talk about the NFL too. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Thank goodness it seems like the worst is over, but is your business back to pre-COVID numbers? Hi, Bruce Jacobs here to invite you to take advantage of a great opportunity to promote that you are open and ready to serve. With our affordable Open for Business advertising package, you'll only spend hundreds but reach thousands of potential new customers. Just go to 1580thefanatic.com and click on the link for Open for Business package. This offer will not last long. The Open for Business package on 1580 The Fanatic. Now let's all get back to business.
Hey guys, Jeffrey O'Brien here. Listen, when we're all working on our shows here at The Fanatic, we're totally focused and we don't want to worry about the other things. Like the technology that runs our station. That's where Affinity Technology comes in. They run all our IT so we can focus on what really matters, our business and our listeners. These guys handle literally everything. If it plugs in, they work with it. They've saved us tons of money and have kept us focused on what really matters. Affinity Technology, they can do the same for you. Go to atechaz.com. Be sure and tell them I sent you.
These last few months have reinforced just how unpredictable the world is increasingly becoming. Right now, we're seeing market highs in the face of economic lows. Professional investors are wisely positioning their portfolios to protect against possible market downturns while still benefiting from the current bull market. So should you. Register for Online Trading Academy's complimentary 3-hour class, Protection from the Election. This new class will explore strategies to protect wealth from instability and capture profits during both bull and bear cycles. Call 844-877-2337 to reserve your complimentary seat in Protection from the Election. Space is limited and all COVID safety measures will be followed. Classes are available in Scottsdale, Chandler, or Peoria. Call 844-877-2337 or text OTA to 31996. Again, call 844-877-2337 or text OTA to 31996.
Last summer, Arizona experienced record heat. Hottest summer in Arizona history. 145 days of 100+ degrees, 53 days of over 110. Summer heat is starting sooner and it's lasting longer, and your power bills are more expensive every year. Take control of your power bills. Call Harmon Solar today. Harmon Solar is locally owned and operated. They use top-of-the-line equipment, and they're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189, or go to harmonsolar.com. Harmon Solar is an REC certified solar professional.
Jacobs and Helly, weekday morning 6 to 10. They will get you up and ready for the day.
You just said it yourself. You're looking for tiles and stuff and what's showing up.
Clear, thoughtful insights into the world of sports.
Yeah, is that a coincidence? When was the last time tiles showed up on your social media?
Right? And I wasn't even the one there.
You won't want to miss a second of the show.
Well, it's dumb. You can Google naked girls. Naked girls don't show up on your social media.
Jacobs and Helly, weekday morning 6 till 10 on your new home for sports. 1580 and 99.3, The Fanatic.
Today, the Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports. People's got things to say, but not about the Daily Blender right now. People's has things they want to share with us about the other shows. Bruno Baller says, who's doing the main event today? Sure didn't sound like Steve and the Chief there. It was Josh and a fellow named Chris, a longtime sports broadcaster, doing the main event. So there you go. Some dude said, by the way, it's not really his text or nickname. This is the guy who's texted in for a couple of years, but never gave us a text or nickname.
All right.
Says, thank God Bruce Cooper is going to be on the morning show tomorrow. So I guess he's very much a Bruce Cooper fan. We all are. How do you not like Bruce Cooper? Just one of the nicest guys in the planet. Lost Toby says plus 900 for Suns to sweep. Sounds like a good bet to me. So on that, Phil, how if I betted $100, how much would I get back if the Suns sweep?
$900.
Seriously?
Yes. If you bet $100, yes.
I get $900?
Yes.
Oh, I should bet that.
You should.
How is the odds so good? I mean, that's like great. Why are the odds like that? That doesn't make sense.
Well, if you think about it, the Phoenix Suns are only a slight favorite, technically being at minus 125, I believe was the last price point I saw. So they're only, even at their current standing, only a slight favorite, a slight betting favorite. If you equate into that, calling the specific game, especially whenever each game, something wacky could happen. Chris Middleton could win you a game, a singular game. Then that messes it all up. So calling your shot on which game it is.
I need a bookie. Any bookies listening? Because I still can't make a legal bet here, right? Because it's not until September.
No, you cannot.
So, we used to have a guy. Well, I don't have a guy anymore. And even that guy I wasn't too sure about. So we don't have a guy. How am I going to make a bet if I can't make a bet? Oh, damn it. I finally have a bet that I really want to make.
I got it figured out. Okay, jump in that supercar yours, drive to Nevada tonight to Las Vegas, make your bet, drive home before tomorrow's show.
I don't think I can get there in 33 minutes, Randy. As fast as I do drive, I still don't think I'll make it 33 minutes to Vegas.
You're welcome, Jeffrey.
Yeah, well, okay, thanks, Randy. 888-368-1580. Average Joe says, this isn't mine, but somebody tweeted this yesterday. Your Joe West fun fact for the day. West's Major League Baseball umpiring debut was so long ago, 1976. No active players were even born yet, nor were 5 current MLB managers, nor were 2 of the other 3 umpires working this game.
Nice.
Fantastic.
What game?
The finals game.
Joe West.
Joe West is a baseball umpire.
All right, so here's the thing. Joe West had another atrocious call. Did you see that clip on that?
No, I did not. No.
He called a fair ball foul, and when you see the clip, it's like, Joe, why do you think that was foul? He said, it hit on the other side of the line. It didn't hit on the other side of the line, Joe. Oh yeah, it did. It hit the other side of the line. It's foul. We saw a cloud of chalk dust, Joe. It hit. On the infield, hit the line, and then went out past. So technically, where it landed, big old cloud of chalk. It kicked up the chalk. Anybody could see that, Joe. The ball was fair, and he says, no, it's foul. It's foul. So, just atrocious. I mean, why didn't they fire him already?
Well, he's under contract and he's got a union, and he's untouchable at this point unless he does something so atrocious like hurt a child or a woman or something. He's not going to be removed out of his post. and the second thing is this is why I keep saying the MLB has got a problem here with this umpiring situation. They got all these long tenured umpires, and they have no accountability for them. There is no association that can hold these umpires accountable. Major League Baseball needs to get a handle on this and figure out how to make it better, because you're hurting the game. With these blown calls, this is not just missing a ball or a strike call. This could have ramifications on a team for the entire season. You're blowing the season. You're blowing calls, and it is hurting Major League Baseball. Please, Commissioner Manfred, instead of worrying about spider tack, get your ass off the chair and get out there and handle this umpire situation.
Yeah. You know what? And then nothing happens because Manfred doesn't care. And here's the other thing. So what would all the current umpires do? Strike? Well, they couldn't call strike I'm just leave that one alone. But even if they strike, you go get some scab umpires, and you might actually get some better called games.
Well,
You know,
I
I
mean,
mean-
you could do that, but I don't know what there's got to be some sort of accountability. If you've got guys where everybody in the league knows Joe West is not on top of his game, he needs to be moved out of there. All right, it's time to go, Joe. Congratulations. But there is nothing. There's nothing that institutes that. Angel Hernandez, you're blowing calls. 40% of your calls are terrible behind home plate. That's why you don't get to go to the postseason. That's why you don't get to umpire playoff games or World Series.
I have a
not because
solution.
we're trying to hold it against you because it's because you're a terrible umpire. We don't want you on the national television. Yes, Jeffrey, go.
I have the solution. Okay. So here's what you do. The union for Major League Baseball umpires and Major League Baseball itself and the Major League Baseball owners, they all put in X amount of dollars, an equal amount of dollars for a completely independent company that will assess the calls of umpires. And that way everybody's paying for it. So nobody's paying to get their way. Everybody chips into this money. Everybody has to pay for this, crew, this team, this company, or whoever that it independently will say, all right, Joe West has blown X amount of calls. This guy needs to go. And that is the governing body of the umpires, not the union who represents them, but somebody who's not going to do it because a team wants it done. Somebody's not going to do it because of pressure from Major League Baseball. Somebody who's not going to be easy on them because of pressure from the Umpires Association. Independent group that have the power to say, okay, Joe West, you need to stop. You go get some training, come back, and then if you're no good, then you're gone.
The NBA right now currently has something of a structure along this. Remember,
Damn it! I thought I invented it.
No, well, they're the lone league that holds their referees accountable. They have an official grading assignment that is publicly released post game each time, saying, "Oh, they blew that call technically. Oh, they did not blow that call. What have you?" Now, does that determine directly whether or not who will play the next game, or who will officiate the next game or next series, what have you? Not necessarily, but they are graded, and by the end of the year, of course, better officials are given better games. And then, if you should fall below a certain acceptable rate a season before, you will then be asked to leave.
Yeah, but
Gotta be independent.
I think that this sort of a study has been done before. They've even had these cameras and they go over the umpires, the home plate umpires. It leads to nothing but resentment because it has no teeth.
I have breaking
it has
news.
Absolutely no teeth.
You got to give them teeth.
Breaking
Go ahead,
news.
break that news.
Breaking
Phil.
news.
Only guess. Giannis is playing.
This is breaking news.
I'm guessing.
Yes, Giannis
Sorry,
is
Phil.
a go for game one of the NBA Finals.
I'm sorry, Phil. Phil was so excited. I got breaking news, and I just guessed it. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that.
It's
sorry.
all right.
It's like a second. I've had to apologize to Phil a lot today.
That's okay.
Doesn't feel good.
It's a weird
Didn't feel
4th of
good.
July for all of us.
Yeah. So Giannis is going to play.
He will be playing tonight in game one. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see him test out his physicality. If he looks a little stiff or something out there, I still maintain my sweep. Other than that,
I'll have my broom in hand.
Yeah.
So 2454 says, where were the rest of the umpires? Well, here's the thing. Joe S is what you would call an old buck. And he's kind of the one of the alpha dogs, probably of the umpires. And also, they never like to contradict each other. That's one of those unwritten rules. It's kind of like how other policemen will stand there and watch a black man murdered right before their eyes and say nothing. It's kind of like that. So, the umpires were there. They saw it. They just kept their mouths shut. They didn't want to contradict. And that is another problem. So there. 888-368-1580. Big George says, Randy's right. If Joe West blows the call, the Diamondbacks might finish 50 games out of first instead of just 49 games.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Right now, the Diamondbacks are trending to lose over 250 games this season alone.
Speaking of the Diamondbacks, so that dude, you saw the dude catch the ball, the foul ball. I've either witnessed the greatest hero this country has ever seen or a man who's a horrible father. It's either a man card accreditation or a complete violation. His child should probably be taken away from him, or I don't know.
Why?
Okay, so the guy's standing there, right? He's got kid in one arm, beer in the other.
Yeah.
Here comes a foul ball. He lets go of the kid, reaches up, catches the ball. The kid is
Yeah.
starting to slide down his body, and then he
Yeah.
squeezes his arm in and still catches the kid. And then instead of being like, hey, I almost killed my kid, but I was able to be lucky and catch the ball and not drop my daughter. But look, more importantly, I didn't spill my beer. What
And the problem with that is
that could have gone a really bad way, and you know
could
it.
have, but it didn't.
This is like, it's all right. It's all right. This is the child I don't care about. It's a girl. It's a girl.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
The hell? Can we stop having these things where dad is holding a baby and catching a ball? Because that poor kid could have got right on the head, could have been
Okay,
dropped.
so Jeffrey, if he doesn't do anything at all, the ball apparently was coming at him
It
and
was
his child.
over his head. He had to put his hand up in the air to catch it. Had he just ducked, he would have been fine and protected the child and not risk dropping her. He's damn luck. It wasn't skill. It was luck. The ball just went right where his hand went and he caught it. He was lucky it didn't hurt him. He's lucky he didn't drop the child. That ball was going nowhere near. He wasn't protecting the kid. This dumb, drunk dumbass with a child under his arm decided, I didn't catch the ball, and put his hand up. That's it.
Well, then I guess we've determined that it was not a man card accreditation.
No, it's a violation, I think, personally. I mean, I don't think I have any rule that was broken to violate other than the fact that he just endangered his child in favor of catching a foul ball. I don't know. I mean, let go of the baby. He had beer in hand. The child was like grabbing, put her hand up like this. Was about to slide right down the side of her dad right there. Could have fallen over and hurt herself on the she's a little kid, a little itty bitty kid. But he barely was able to hold on to her and catch her after getting the ball, and then was very proud of how little of his beer he spilled. Just saying, man. You're okay with this?
I saw the clip and I thought it was funny, and I guess I didn't think about the ramifications that you have thought through.
You should see the looks in the people's faces around. They're like, "Yay! Oh my God! Why?
Must change minute to minute from oh.
Listen,
I
it was
feel like
all ranges of emotion.
I feel like if the guy is going to get in trouble, his wife was probably right there, and the she bear probably clawed him up pretty good.
Well, yeah. Why wasn't she holding the child then? Clearly, this guy is not responsible. They shouldn't have. That dude shouldn't have had the child. Stop taking your little kids to the baseball games. So if you're going to sit where foul balls go to, it's dumb. It didn't drop the beer, catch the ball. Don't drop the baby, catch the ball. Just me, really? Is it just me? Thundar the San Barbarian says, next thing you know, Jeffrey's going to want nets along the baselines to protect the fans. Go get them, Randy. Listen, this is not, I don't care about the nets. I want a dad to not drop his baby in favor of catching a foul ball. That's all I'm saying. Seriously? Nothing? All right.
Nothing.
Happy Lefty says, sweeps in the finals aren't very common either. I believe the last one happened in 2007 when the Spurs swept the Cavs. Bruno Baller says, see, if there are nets up, you never would have had that fine family moment. Yeah. If there weren't nets up, then CPS would have never gotten a good look at this guy's face. Just a Tip says baseball today doesn't really fit into today's lifestyle. Screw Giannis Antetokounmpo. DeAndre would eat his lunch, but Giannis doesn't have the nuts to get down low in the blocks. Really?
Yeah, come on, man. That's such a poor take.
Jiggy says, hey, you need a guy? Guy. I got a guy in Detroit. Equal the Mock says, I thought this was a sports radio show. Really? With baseball umpires and Olympic crap? I might have to change the channel. Oh, you don't like this either. Caitlyn Jenner is slamming Gwen Berry for her anthem protest. Caitlyn Jenner says, honestly, it's disgusting. Well, I can think of worse things, Caitlyn. I can think of more disgusting things, Caitlyn. Okay? I can think of more disgusting things, Caitlyn.
Jeffrey, no.
You naked. How's that, Caitlyn?
Oh, Jeffrey.
Oh! It's a Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
I need some backup. I got to get these trucks to Tuscaloosa by Tuesday.
Trevor's Trucking needs 3 18-wheeler drivers with commercial licenses ASAP, or his company will stall.
If we don't move the rigs before this weekend, we're going to be in trouble.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed, you do. With Indeed Instant Match, we immediately show you quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed meet your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Everybody, Mark Asher, back to tell you about my friends at Valley Medical Weight Loss. I love this company. I've used them. I have friends that have used them. A ton of weight has been lost in a quick amount of time and the right way. That's the important part. Look, they have 3 Valley locations, Tempe, Glendale, and Phoenix. So one is close to you, and they've been doing this for well over a decade. And right now you can get your first week, $31.95, absolutely free. Just mention Money Radio or mention The Fanatic, and it is on them. 602-441-3305 or valleymedicalweightloss.com.
Contractors, are you missing out on jobs due to lack of bonding? When your current bonding holds you back, call Arizona's #1 bond managers at Constructors Bonding. They have the market relationships and expertise to take you where you want to go. Serving all types of contractors of any size, licensed in all states. When you need better bonding, call Dave McKee at Constructors Bonding, 602-432-5929, or visit CBIalliance.com.
NASCAR Championship Weekend returns to Phoenix Raceway November 5th through the 7th.
A wild season of unexpected will culminate in Phoenix with drivers putting it all on the line for their shot
and earning the title of NASCAR Cup Series champion.
Featuring 4 championship races in 3 days.
Don't miss your chance to witness history from atop the grandstands as the action goes 5 wide into the iconic dog leg.
Or from up close with access to the fan-friendly infield experience.
Get your tickets to see the NASCAR Championship in person.
Go to PhoenixRaceway.com.
Hurry, tickets won't last much longer.
This is Aaron Warby, owner of Online Trading Academy here in Arizona. Right now, we're seeing stock market highs in the face of economic lows. Election cycles are notorious for causing instability in the stock market. That's why we just finished developing our newest complimentary workshop, Protection from the Election. This 3-hour class will explore the strategies professional traders use to protect themselves against market downturns while allowing them to also profit from surging markets. Take control of your portfolio in these uncertain times. Register for this powerful workshop offered in Scottsdale, Chandler, and Peoria by calling 844-877-2337 or by texting the letters OTA to 31996. Space is limited and all COVID safety measures will be followed. Again, that is 844-877-2337 or text OTA to 31996.
The Fanatic.
The Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports. And hey, Randy.
Jeff Cope?
You have a problem with your bonding? I've been having a hell of a time with my bonding.
Your bonding?
Yeah, my bonding. I just wish there was something I could do about that.
Okay.
You know how hard it is to get good bonding.
Well, I don't know. I have a pretty good bond, so I feel like my bonding's in a good place right now.
Yeah, maybe we should call that constructors bonding.
I can use some more bonding.
Could be.
I don't know. You got to make it sound dirty, Phil.
Well, if I have to construct something, then I think my constructors bonding would be in trouble. I'd have to call constructors bonding
to
help my constructive bonding. Yeah.
It's always a thing. You know what I mean? It's always a thing.
Yeah.
Fish Tank says, if that dude at the Diamondbacks game drops the baby, he looks like a total a-hole. But the fact he caught her makes him an instant fan legend. Yeah, just, I don't know. I mean, Randy's had a lot of kids. So after you've had that many kids, you're not that stressed out about stuff like that. I've had 3 to his 6. So, or I just love my kids more. Randy's totally okay with what that guy did.
Now wait a minute! Don't put words in my mouth. I did not say
you
I
were
was
totally okay. You did. You said you were totally okay with it.
I did not say I was totally okay.
You said if it were Presley, you would do the exact same thing.
Actually, I did not say that.
Grandkids, no, they're a dime a dozen. Yeah, I would have chucked the kid up there and tried to get it. You catch it. You know, that's what I'd have done for a grandkid. I don't have any yet. All right, well, clarify your stance, Mr. White.
Well, I have no real take on it. I'm indifferent about it. Nothing bad happened. The guy went after a foul ball. He had his daughter on his side. She is safe. The ball didn't hit any of them. He did not injure anybody, and he saved his beer. I don't know
Thank
what to
God
say.
he saved his beer. That was the
I
important part.
think it was sort of comical. It could have ended poorly, but it didn't, and we move on. I don't think the guy's a legend, but
no, he's a legendary a-hole. Happy Lefty says, "I didn't know you were an S&M guy, Jeffrey." What?
Wow.
Huh?
Wow.
Maybe hit me one more time.
Bonding.
This is nice. Fed fan sent a graphic, says hunting season begins. It's got the Phoenix Suns logo and the Bucks in the crosshairs. That's pretty nice.
Okay.
Let's see here. Just a Tip says Giannis Antetokounmpo does not play down low. He's a driver. Ayton, though, is going to dominate him. Nostramarcus says, Jeffrey, with that last comment, the blender had lost the highly influential trans demographic, but I respect your life choices. Listen, I have no problem with the trans community, 0%. You guys know that. What I have a problem is with this Jenner person saying, that's just disgusting, because somebody is protesting, years of oppression on her people and stuff. But, so she's just kind of bitter saying what she's saying. So listen, I don't care whether it's Bruce Jenner or Caitlyn Jenner or whatever she wants to be called. Fine. That's cool. That's not the point. I don't care about that. My problem is that's disgusting, that protest. And then, I hate that I agree. I think that if you're born a man or you're born a woman, you shouldn't be playing. Well, if you're born a man, you should be playing sports as a woman. I think that's kind of inherently unfair. But beyond that, that's where that ends. So, I got no problem with trans people. Be what you want to be. I don't care. King Kenton says, okay, I'm home. Giannis playing tonight. I've got the TV on ABC 15. Blender in my earbud. First, another 15 minutes at least. Popped open a beer. I'm ready. Let's spin the wheel of sports. Go Suns. Well,
hey, Jeffrey.
What's that?
I have a fun little tidbit for you. Somebody has found their bookie and has already bet $11K on the Suns to sweep the Bucks.
That man is a genius. Wait, who's it? Is that somebody you?
No. Good. You think I have $11K?
Yeah, I should have known better. Well, I don't know. The way you were saying it, it was like made it sound like you were like somebody.
That would mean that he would get nearly $100,000 just because of him believing in the Suns that much. Now that is a Suns and 4 man.
Where do you draw the line on the risk, though, Randy? I mean, if I really believed in this, or if you really believed in this, would you put $1,000 up to win 10,000? I mean,
well, I work awfully hard for my money, but if money was not an object, I'd put some cash on the line. But I can't afford to take a hit, man. That's the only thing. Doesn't mean I don't believe. Just means I can't afford to take a hit.
Right. Maybe a hundy. I'll put a hundy on it. That's it. A hundy on it to win about $10,000. I think that'd be fine. Or 900, whatever. I think I could do that. I just don't see myself putting $1,000 up. I don't feel that I don't know. I'm risk adverse, I guess. Fish Tank says, do we still not have photo evidence of Phil's tattoo? It is in my phone. I am sorry. I have not posted it yet. I'll get it up there. Mr. Pringle says, having Phil on your radio show is a man card violation.
Wow.
Oh, again, I don't think that's as much insulting to me as it is to you guys.
Wait, wow. How do you figure that?
Because if the statement is having Phil on your radio show is a man card violation, it's not my radio show, is it?
Well,
that's been made abundantly clear time and time again.
No, listen, you're a part of it. You're still here. We do need you to shut up on more than one occasion, but
really,
would have never known. It didn't say you're not part of the show,
but it's not my show. I still feel like that was a bigger insult to you two than it was to me.
Randy, what do you think? Should we be insulted?
Well, how many people are starving in the world right now? I think I'm more concerned about that than Phil being on our show, being a man.
You know, when
card
you get up
violation.
way too damn early in the morning, you get
True.
damn weird in the afternoon. I just remember we had this conversation off air, and I'm like, dude, if you want to do the morning show, you go ahead, but I don't want it to hurt this show. I think it's hurting this show.
Oh,
'Cause
really?
You've never
really?
gone like, oh, the people in the world are starving. What the hell, Randy? Are
Well,
you okay in there?
In light of everything else there is to be concerned about, whether a texter believes having Phil on our show, and it's not our show, it's all of our show.
Yeah, it's our show.
You have said that. So if Phil is trying to, he's trying to give you the old cross section here. He's trying to give you the old fakeroo. He's trying to get you to quit thinking about him being on the show, and he's trying to make you think it's your show. So he's actually going ahead. He's cutting you down.
Son of a bitch.
See?
Hmm.
He's giving you old fakeroo, Jeffco.
See, if I say yes, then I get a man card violation.
No.
It's not a man card violation that he's on the show, but much of what he says is a man card violation on his own.
There you
the
go.
man card violations fall on Phil solely. But at some point, am I responsible? I hired Phil.
Not only that. Was this texter a man card commissioner? No, I think
no.
not.
Mr.
Who is
Pringle
the
is still
only
standing.
man card commissioner that you know of?
The Southwest region.
So now you have been cut down by the texter and Phil.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to help you here. I got your 6, Jeffco.
All right, it's official, Mr. Pringle. That's a man card violation on you. And Phil, well, we've already established many man card violations on you.
I can give you the little piece left, and you can put a hole in that.
And that's my pal right there.
Thanks for the assist on that. It was a little just confusing there, wasn't it? 888-368-1580. Hefty Lefty says, but did he put 11,000 on the Suns to win the title at the beginning of the season? That's interesting. Don't know. Probably not. Balls of Fury says, I agree. Baby wasn't dropped. No beer, water, no harm, no foul. Okay. Well, I mean, it's all fun until baby gets dropped and her brains fall out. Boomer Sooner says, here's my score prediction. Suns 111, Bucks 99. I'm going to put that bet in for 1,000 pesos.
Wow.
Boomer Sooner.
So that equates to what, $10?
Can you look that up? I am curious. 1,000 pesos might be worth like $1.50. Thundar, the Santa Barbarian says, given the grief everybody piles on Phil, I'd be surprised if he had $11 to bet on the Suns. And a Hundy, Jeffrey, Bruce Jacobs wants his vocabulary back.
Ooh,
Is
1,000.
that something he says?
1,000 pesos right now will run you about $50.
50. Wow, I'm impressed.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Thundar, is that something that he says? I don't know. It's been in my vernacular for years. I just haven't had a chance to use it. Large Marge says, watching the pregame, stoked like Spicoli, bro. After we win, we're flying to England to jam with Mick and the Stones. Nice. Senior Awake and Bake says, thou. Oh, here it is.
Thou or thou?
Here's what happens to Senior Wake and Bake every now and then. He starts typing and accidentally hits send, and before the word's finished, or this is what it was. So the first one was thou. 2 minutes later, he's like, damn it. Thought you were going to say he spiked the baby after the catch and asked Phil about being dropped on his head when he was a baby. Jackass. Go Suns. I think I just got called jackass.
Wow.
This has been a weird show.
Sure has. It's because Randy got up too early.
Yeah, people
Is
are,
that what it is? Yeah.
people are aiming for me and missing and splattering all over you guys. And it feels weird.
What? That sentence was weird, and I thank you to never say that again. Half You Lefty says, you know what's great? That's what's great about babies. If you break one, you just make another, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
He says, wait, no, that's birdhouses. Yeah.
yeah.
Screaming Eagle says, wonderful show. Keep up the good work. Let's go, Suns. Big George, I'm getting to it. Calm down. Nasser Marcus says, go Suns. Glad LeBron and his super team, and also Katie and his super team, going to be watching the finals on the couch. All right. Bruno Baller says, I imagine Phil has a whole deck up man card violations. A whole deck of man card violations?
Okay.
It's not how that works, but anyway. Fish Tank says, it's the Michael Jackson rule. He hung that kid out the window, but didn't drop it, so nobody was upset. Thundar says, first time I ever heard Hundy was from the mouth of Bruce Jacobs. That's a bizarre coincidence because I've never heard him say it. Balls of Fury says, go Suns, have a good night. And he gave me a picture quote of Abraham Lincoln saying, Suns in 6. Random Texter says, late getting the show, gentlemen, but I'll throw mine in there. Go Suns. All right, we are just a few minutes away, but real fast, let's do this. It's time for On This Date in Big George's sports history. Back in the year 1932, Chicago Cubs All-Star shortstop Billy Jurges was shot multiple times in a Chicago hotel room by his spurned showgirl friend, Violet. Violet went to the hotel room to reproach him for neglecting her, opened her purse, and took out a .25 caliber pistol. As they struggled for the gun, 3 shots were fired. 1 bullet went in this dude's right side, deflected off a rib, and came out his right shoulder. The second bullet hit his little finger of his left hand. Third bullet hit his arm. It was all superficial, and he lived. The Cubs team physician, Dr. John Davis, happened to be at the hotel room, went up there, treated both of them because I think she got hurt. And his injuries weren't so bad, but they arrested the girl. And then a week later, Georges helped lead the Cubs to the 1932 National League pennant. How about that?
Wow,
and
that's good.
He had the charges dropped against his girlfriend. Wild story.
If you have a finger blown off via gun or bullet, there's
Nobody
no way
said
that they can
blowing off a
reattach it.
finger.
Yeah,
Nobody said
it
blowing
blew
a
off the
finger.
tip of the finger, right?
No, I don't think it said that.
Jeffrey,
It hit the little finger of his left hand.
Yeah,
Nobody
it hit
said
the-
it got blown off.
Well,
It didn't
come
say
on.
anything about losing the finger.
What, did you
Yeah,
just lose
his
a
rib,
chunk of it?
his
Just-
rib
just-
stopped the bullet from hitting his liver, and it
There
saved
you
his
go.
life right there.
See? Well, I don't know what you're talking about, Phil. You better listen in next time.
Yeah.
Big George puts a lot of effort into these Big George's sports history, and you didn't even listen to it.
Yeah,
Phil.
Phil. Senior Wake and Bake says, jackass, go Suns. Skull says, Suns are going to the Super Bowl. Hefty Lefty says, Violet with a Saturday night special. Big George says, thanks, Jeffrey. Alexa's in the car with me, and I wanted her to hear that one. So thanks. Well, hopefully that's the one you wanted her to hear.
You're welcome, Daddy.
Because that's one you got. And that's all the time we have. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, download the app. Don't forget, download the app. Listen to Randy White and Bruce Cooper and Joe in the morning, and we'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
For the ones who get going when the going gets tough.